Fam, you've not given up on this team yet, have you? Come on now. It's the 49ers. They need us. And besides that, I tell you what, I'm ready to talk about this one. Because we're supposed to get ran out. We're supposed to get ran out of Nolans, right? Yeah. Never talk to a team like that or let them believe you think that. It fires them up. We've seen it demonstrated on us before. I'm still remember the Falcons came in last year and played us tough. See, that's the way it goes. I tell you, Niners Saints is a winnable game for San Francisco, said nobody except me and a few others. Everybody's mama on the team and that type of thing. Hey, now one oddsmaker gives the Niners not even a prayer. However, I still say Week 10 always has a chance of realizing that NFL cliche of any given Sunday. I will be taking your phone calls and recording your predictions for the outcome of this Week 10 contest, as we always do before the game. And if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's okay. You don't have, and listen, if you do, you don't have to do like me, expecting a victory if you don't feel it. Just be honest, tell the truth. Let it out. All right? Feel free to tell it like you believe it is. Nobody's going to frown upon you this week because, quite frankly, this game looks crazy. Ooh, God. I'm talking about what we've seen, what they did last week to Tom Brady and a field full of weapons. The defense woke up, and what happened there? They did, you know what? Brady did cough up the ball. I think, how many INTs did he throw? Did he have Brady got his butt beat. All right, so, and when you look at our injury list, both Debo and TC are ruled out. Neither practice this week. Two other receivers, River Crackraft and Trent Taylor, are listed as questionable. It just, I don't even know why we're going over there. You know what I'm saying? You look at this, you say this, oh my God. Coach Shanahan also noted that Sherman would not be activated from the IR before this weekend's game. The Niners opened his practice windows this week, but Sherman's most likely return will be on November 29th after the bye week versus the Rams. Coach explained by saying, quote, he did a good job, was able to practice all 3 days on scouting team. If we had to do it, we could push it, but it wouldn't be the smart thing. So we're going to take him into this bye week and feel good about him going against the Rams. Good. Hey, Kyle, you know what? I got no problem with that. You know why? Because this week, it's a scary week. You could think like, let's go ahead and concede this. We'll go in there and play them tough, whatever. But let's not. Let's get real serious after the bye week. The 49ers are going to mount a drive after the bye week, fam. You could say what you want to. You could believe what you want to. Start trading people. Start gutting the team. Start making trades. But the 49ers ain't on that page. That I promise you. After that bye week, you're coming out guns blazing. A lot of people coming back, and we'll see what happens. What's more about Mr. Sherman's baby boy from a dollars and cents perspective, though, is interesting. Sherman will miss his 9th game on this weekend. That will cost him $62,500 for each game missed. A total so far of $562 million and $562,500. He also has lost, as a practical matter, $1 million incentive for participating in at least 90% of the team's defensive snaps in the 2020. The guys had that agreed to in the first place, right? Along with a $1 million incentive for making the Pro Bowl team, and a $2 million incentive for being named first or second team All-Pro. Well, how do you keep your mind together having lost all that money because of your calf? The total cost of the injury then is $4,562,000. He'll still make $8 million in salary, though. Because Sherman says, I don't have to have all that. I was going to get it. It's pretty cool. But, man, I got money packed back now. It's ridiculous. Add $8 more million no matter what. He'll still make $8 million, but in salary and up to $437,500 in per game roster bonuses. So the 49ers set him up with a beautiful package. Mind-boggling stuff, though, isn't it? Also on the out list for the 49ers this week is Demetrius Flanagan-Foles. He's got a hamstring thing going on. K'Wan Williams, his ankle is probably going to keep him out for a big chunk of the rest of the season. For the Saints, who are pretty much the full strength, it's scary looking out. I mean, you're walking into a dark room with bear traps on the floor. You can't see. It's about that scary. They got one guy, he's questionable. Running back Dwayne Washington, he's got something going on with his back, and they don't even need Dwayne. I tell you what, though, one Niner that is ready to roll is JV, Jason Verrett. Verrett told reporters Friday, quote, "My time that I had with the Chargers, I always was the guy that followed the number one receivers. I'm always looking for a challenge." Get one. This week is definitely going to be a good challenge. JV will definitely get that. Boy, you go get that answered. And JV says this week is going to be a good challenge for me and Emmanuel, going against Emmanuel Sanders, Michael Thomas. They have a few other receivers, too, that's been contributing and playing well. But, yeah, I look forward to the best guy each and every week. Unquote. JV. Go get him, JV. Fred is having a great season, one that few people saw coming. And I'm one of them. I was saying, look, we could save some money. Ain't no point in signing Jason Verrett, man. The dude go come in and go get hurt walking into the locker room. Shut up, Ronbo. Dude's coming here and held a clinic on several different weeks. You know why? I tell you, most felt that anything the 49ers got from JV would be a bonus. Forget that. JV has proven not only to be one of the team's best defensive backs, but one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. What? Where's that get that? Dun, 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 dun. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. What? Pro Football Focus put these facts out on JV. Verrett has 4 games this season of allowing fewer than 10 receiving yards. How many games have we played this season? The dude put lockdown next to his name. You know, he had that little PI last week, but that wasn't even a PI. And you know it, I know it. And the Packers know it too. Everybody knew who was watching that play. That was BS. Verrett is a bad man. Fewer than 10 receiving yards. PFF grades him back to be the Pro Bowl-looking corner as a 4th best cornerback in the league. How? You know what, though? Here's the thing. You know how we always talk bad about Jimmy without his tools? You look at Drew Brees without Michael Thomas. Did he suck most of the season? This is the way it works. If Verrett can go out there and take Michael Thomas out of that game somehow, the Saints are not the same team. They proved that because when Michael Thomas came back, all of a sudden, it just steamrolling people. Now, you put somebody out there that can slow – nobody slows Michael Thomas all the way down, but, I mean, if Verrett could just put a little bit of skid on him, and Kyle Shanahan may be able to handle this. I'm not giving up on these guys. I just refuse to do it. If Amy knew what, we got to resign him. Jason Verrett's got to be signed because, the Hawks would pay a lot to finally have a decent cornerback, wouldn't they? Hawks smell bad in the secondary. Oh, my God, they suck. They'll pay Jason Verrett. I believe they would. So we got to resign that dude. I don't know. We ain't got no money. It's really scary. But meanwhile, while injuries have destroyed the Niners roster in season so far, the Saints have continued plugging away as some are calling them the best team in the NFC while we're hurt. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that way. The opposite direction the teams are headed in are reflected in the point spread for this game. Boy, they almost went in double digits. We're 0.5 away from dead. BetMGM is New Orleans, favored by 9.5 points. You've probably already seen that. It's hard to argue, too. The line should be any lower than that, given the amount of starters out for the Niners. They were already banged up coming out of week 9, and they didn't get any healthier with additional days off after that Thursday night massacre. Tonight, the question is this. Can the Niners beat that 9.5, or do you see a back-to-back embarrassment for our guys? Because that's a you know what, 9.5 is a large spread. Now the 49ers, as I said, somebody pointed out, like I think that was Tony Nagatani. I think Tony pointed out, if you look at the games they've won, but they won some of them, they struggled without Michael Thomas. So you can only look at that so seriously, but yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The magic formula here is try to keep Michael Thomas from big impacting this game. Maybe. Does the D stand a chance against Breeze and his merry men? There's another question. Do they? Will the Niners offense, of which will be hanging loose and hopefully get into some vintage Kyle-style football, behind Nick Mullins, Brandon Ayuk, Juice, Trent Taylor, Jerick McKinnon, JaMychal Hasty, and whomever wants to come in and contribute. Oh, did I mention Ross Dwelly? Ross Dwelly seems to do well for some reason when Juice is not around. He actually does. He's not, Juice. All-pro tight end George Kittle. When George is not around, Ross seems to find he's wide open a lot. But do we have enough offense to make a game of this? This is the thing. I am going to go along and say yes because I can't stand predicting the 49ers loss. I just can't bring myself to do it. Call me Homer Ronbo if you want to. The man only sees through red and gold glasses. I don't care. I'm saying 27-24 Niners. Yes, it's going to be a Robbie Gold evening. Wouldn't it be amazing if it was like last year? 49ers somehow have slowed the Drew Brees-led Saints down, and here we are in almost a similar situation as we were last year when the 49ers came on the field in the fourth quarter and dramatically won on a Robbie Gold field goal. But the thing is that things have changed. There's no George Kittle out there. Jimmy Garoppolo's watching the game from somewhere. And it's just, oddsmakers have got to be going nuts right now. They're going to be paying on this one if anybody was smart enough to kill that spread. Oh, I can already hear it. I'll be sitting there, just a pool of Ronbo, because I'll melt it all the way down. I said 27-24 as the 49ers take care of the ball and shock the NFL world with an upset, the upset of the week. Yeah! I know you're looking at me like a fool. I ain't changing my mind. You can say whatever you want to. I'm not changing. Anyway, Avatar 6, hey, Robert, I hope we stay competitive in the game, but the injuries are way too much. We should. I guess I choked on my own nonsense. Avatar says we should be healthy enough against the Rams. Oh, yeah. The Rams in serious trouble, man. All them Niners coming back. Oh, man. Hey, Rangers said, hey, what up? I believe Kyle and John are not going to let Jimmy go. He may be injured, but he's not leaving. What's your thoughts? Yeah, oh, yeah. You heard what John Lynch said, right? The reason why we got scouts looking around quarterbacks, we got to guard against any emergent situation. But like John says, hey, we win a lot more without him than win with him without. When he's not on the field, we don't win. When he's on the field, for whatever reason, we win. So, and Jimmy hasn't played up to standards. He's been injured all year, which a lot of people won't give him a break on that. You can't play on a high ankle sprain. But I know. If you've already got you already got your notions about Jimmy and his game period, you're going to hate him. But looks like the 49ers, they're probably going to bring in a young quarterback, maybe. But he's not there to take Jimmy's job. He's probably there to groom, depending on how good he is. But this is CJ's last year. Not going to bring him back anyway. I imagine Nick Mullins is going to stay too, if they can't get a trade deal for him. And if they do draft a kid that's really looking like he could be hot stuff out of college, one of the names that you're hearing cast around, Nick will get traded, probably to somebody who wants to give him for at least a third or fourth round pick. Mr. Block Eyes 22, thank you, and not a score for me, just win after haters in here. You don't have to, hey, by the way, you can do like Mr. Block Eyes. There's no need to give a score if you don't want to. Carlos Lopez, repping 49ers out here in Colorado from San Jose. Carlos, salute you, bro. DJ Malone, hey, hypothetical question, Ronbo. If we draft a mobile quarterback, who do you think they should train with? This could be a trap game for New Orleans. My score prediction, San Francisco 24, Nolans 21. It can go either way. And by the way, fam, I hate to tell you this, but don't get your heart set on a mobile quarterback. Kyle would have to change his whole way of thinking, his whole system. Everybody on it would mean an alteration of the entire team. Whether he's willing to do that or not, I don't know. He may stick to his guns. This offense you're watching, right, the offense you're seeing right now, it goes all the way back to his dad, Mike, and that's in the 80s. It's been effective. I think what he wants to do is get an offensive line out there that could protect a little better and continue hitting those receivers and throwing them open. I don't see it. I really don't. We'll see. But I just don't see it. I would bet against it if I had to make a bet. Horatio Flores, 35-16. Saints win. No, Billy, it's okay. We already got DJ. Right. Anyway, fam, yeah. So let us put on the ears and talk about this game, and you make the call. You make the call. Has never had this kind of complexion. I mean, in over a year, but maybe longer.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
Oh, D, I can't look down at that guys. D, I'm that dude, man. I'm like, you seen the movie 300, right? I'm feeling like them dudes,
of course.
man. I'm feeling like them. What do we do? Hoof, hoof. D, they gonna go down fighting. Guns are blazing if they go down. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. This is not a game where we're just gonna get beat down and run over. I'm gonna give you my score ahead of time, 27-24, but I think the Saints win.
We're thinking the same way.
I usually don't go against us, man, but we're too beat up on offense.
We're too deluded.
If we win this game, this is going to be a freak of nature shot, and that's going to be a godsend if we actually pull this W off. The thing is, with the offense the way it is, we have a chance because you have KB, you have Richie, you have Brandon, you have, I believe, Ross Dwelly and Jordan Reed, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see him on the injury report, so I don't believe that he's not going to be healthy. I haven't seen anything from him. The only thing is the issue that we're going to have is if Salah doesn't wise up and fix the safety situation in this game, we're going to get killed. Because let me tell you something. You can't have J-Dub, and let me tell you this. You can't have J-Dub, and you cannot have Marcel Harris back there when you're playing the Saints. They are a pass-first, run-second team. Now, it's not to say that Alvin Kamara can't kill you because he can. But here's the issue. If you're smart, you put Tarvarius Moore and Jonathan Cyprien back there. You know why? Both are good at pass coverage, and Moore is going to be able to catch up to Michael Thomas if he decides to take off.
Mm-hmm.
If you put in Dub and you put in Marcel Harris and they start, we're going to get killed. That's not real help over the top because Dub don't have speed to keep up with Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is you don't need Dub playing the let me throw my body into you and that's going to stop you. No, you need to wrap up and tackle like Fred Warner. So from an offensive standpoint, I think we have enough people to put up great numbers in a serious way. I think we have like the perfect situation for it. Like we have to have at least hey, get in the house. Get in the house. Hey. Sorry, man. My dog's trying to run out and go insane.
No, I know. You got to catch him because he'll be gone. Yeah.
Yeah, she knows he'll be gone, and I don't even know what she's barking at. Like, there's nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a cat.
You can never see what dogs are barking at. You let them out, and they go sprinting out the door like there's something going on.
I saw it. There's a cat. There's a cat like in the dark, like freaking out. So that's why. But
that'll do it every time.
But basically for us, our game plan on defense has to be sound and solid. We finally have a statue in the pocket. We finally got somebody who's not mobile. We need to take advantage of this and get home. Kinlaw's got to get home. DJ Jones got to get home.
Yeah.
Kerry Hyder's got to start getting home. If this kid Jordan Willis is as good as advertised and he can do what he did in college, he's got to get home. You know, Kevin Givens has been eating up double teams like nobody's business. That's what I'm saying. We got to make sure that these dudes are ready to get home and ready to go, go to war. And we got to our line has to get back to normal. If our line is not Trent Williams, Laken Tomlinson, Hronis Grasu, Daniel Brunskill, and Mike McGlinchey, we're going to get killed. This is not the time for Kyle Shanahan playing musical chairs with the damn line.
Is going to get killed. That's right, because they had Brady picking himself up off the dirt. Every other snap looked like
All
Brady
day
was
long.
getting up off the dirt. I said, my God, what happened to the
But
Saints? They look a lot better. Whoa. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the key. But that's always the key when it comes to Tom Brady. If you rattle him enough, he sucks. He's trash. If you don't believe me, look at the Super Bowls he lost against the Giants. That pass rush, they rotated in and out, starter after starter, and they just kept eating him alive. That pass rush was killing him. Though they didn't lose by much, it was enough to get him off his game. But for us, on offense, we will score. We will score.
That.
We have the weapons. We got the firepower. I don't believe it. This is not a situation for our offense. This is a situation where our defense has got to step up. Our front four has got to get home. And our safeties are literally going to have their hands full. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know where Michael Thomas is going to be? On Emmanuel Mosley all day long. They ain't putting Michael Thomas nowhere near Jason Verrett.
You know what? I wish they let Verrett shadow. You ain't got to make him stay on one side of the field.
I love him to travel. I would love him to travel, but they're not going to.
Yeah,
they're not. That's the unfortunate issue. They're not going to let him travel. They're gonna Salah's gonna if you just play the scheme and the scheme works. Everybody does their job. Everything should be working out perfectly fine. And there's no one that's above the scheme, and we have to make it. No, bro, that's the whole point. Your schemes don't always work.
Yes,
but I know we gotta. I know we gotta go. I do appreciate the show. I love everything you do, Ronbo. I love you, brother.
D.
And thank you
man.
for the platform.
Oh.
And as I always say, shout out to all the haters in here. If you in here, hit the like and subscribe button. You must have post notifications already turned on because my homeboy 15 is in here and all the other haters are hanging out around. It's because your team sucks. And you don't have a Ronbo, you never have a Ronbo. I don't care what your record is. You're in here with us and you're calling us losers, but you take the time out of your day to hate on us.
Hey,
You know what I say? I thank you. I thank you so much for being a hater. You know why? Cat Williams said you got to love your haters and appreciate them for taking the time out of the day to hate on you.
Because it's going to come around. It's going to come around. Our time is coming. It came last year. It always comes around, D. Them fools don't know.
It will.
They talking all that nonsense, and it's getting ready to fall on them.
and the season ain't even over. We 8 games. So we are 4 and 5. We are not out of the playoff hunt. People don't realize that there are 8 teams allowed in the playoffs this year. 18. So we have a slim chance, but there's still a chance. So as a faithful, with the word faithful being what it is, you got to stay ready. All right, Ronbo, I'll let you go, brother.
All right, fam.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, D. Talk to you later. He's Niner Gang. You'll see Niner Gang podcast. He's in there patrolling and running through them vulturous trolls. Niner Gang podcast. 9, not Niner, 9. I mean the number 9. All right. Hey, let me. Barack O'Niner, Big Show, who says Raiders all day. He hates the show. Barack, I know Big Show. He may hate the show, but boy, that dude does not like the Raiders. Hey, Matt.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Matt, I'm just sitting back here pumping myself up. This may be my most exciting, most joyous moments between now, because during the game, I'm going to be sitting. You're only going to see my eyeballs and my hat over this table, because I know I'm going to be like freaked out as soon as and we're underway in a Superdome. And oh God, oh Jesus, no, because I'm scared. I'm just trying to make myself unscared. Matt, what do you think, man? We're up against it's David and Goliath, brah.
It is, man. I mean, I got to tune in because, I'm a diehard, but, like, I think we're definitely going to play them competitive, and I think this is, without a doubt, a trap game for them.
Yeah.
Like, they had a huge week last week against Tom Brady.
I mean,
and this
just
week,
beat him to death. Whew.
Yeah. It was like 28-0. Like, oh, yeah, this is over.
It was in the first quarter. And, Matt,
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing. They know they're coming against a 49ers team that has their most vicious weapons out. When you see, you got Debo, you got George, you got Mostert. All these guys are out. If I'm the Saints, man, we could chill out on this game. Yeah, y'all go ahead and chill out. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I really would. And see, that's how you get caught. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those. We had that game last year when we played the Saints, and then we beat them in a great game, and then we played the Falcons. We had,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we let down. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. Physically, I mean, mentally, that's what happens to your mind. We got the Falcons. Mm-hmm. They ain't been doing nothing all year. Let's cruise on into victory. Everybody try to stay healthy.
Right.
So, could be our return.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Brandon Ayuk could have a huge game tomorrow because I think they're going to be trying anything to get the ball into his hands with Debo out.
Mm-hmm. And watch the sneaky Richie James. I got a feeling
the
Saints know that Ayuk is coming. That's the best thing we got to offer tomorrow. So what you do is Richie James has shown a huge ability to hurt you. Get him the ball as well. I really want to see Richie James in action tomorrow. Now you make Ayuk even more dangerous. Because now, hey, we got two problems out there, not just one. We got to get on that James Jr. I know. I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And he's been slept on. Like, he hasn't been, gotten the chances because, of Debo and Ayuk. But now with all the injuries, he can come in and he's played well.
Yeah. He may never have to sit down anymore either. Trent Taylor needs to be concerned. Because if they start running Richie successfully out of the slot, uh-oh. And Kendrick Bourne, Kendrick will be fine. That's what Kendrick is. He'll just be, and Kendrick's going to take it on like he did against who's that last name? The Hawks. Watch Kendrick have a game. Why? Because he's matured, knowing that he needs to have a good game because he's one of the veterans out there on the field. I look for him to go nuts. He scored a touchdown against them last year.
Yeah, he did. He scored. I don't know if he scored a couple or I know he scored in the opening one.
I know he scored one with that big smile on his face
as
he's in the end zone and the guy's dragging him down to the dirt. Well, that's why I love Kendrick Bourne so much. Kendrick, get him, Kendrick. Oh, man. Yeah, he got a chance. Nick's got to stay calm, though.
Yeah.
Because they're going to hit him. He's going to get hit a lot. He's got to pick himself up, try to remain composed, drink a little Jimmy G juice and get over it. If you make a mistake, don't come back out there with your head hanging and continue to make mistakes. You got to have a short memory as a quarterback in this league and just do your thing. Don't be afraid. If you made a mistake last time, don't necessarily just not try again. Do it. There's only you got to worry about with Nick. He seems to take mistakes real deeply. So.
Yeah, he's just stay calm, stay relaxed, nothing crazy with the play calls and all that. Just
he'll be okay.
Standard.
I think he just needs another chance. Man. But the run game, I'm a little concerned about JaMychal Hasty. He's proven that he has a little problem keeping a grip on the ball. I'm hoping that Bobby Turner worked hard with him this past week. Son, get over here. Let me talk to you, boy. You better put a handle on that ball. Come on. Going down, secure the ball. I taught Mostert that. I tried to teach Matty B. So you see where he is. Come on now. You got to make it clear to JaMychal Hasty. You cannot continue to fumble the ball down around the goal line. We're getting ready to punch this thing in. Don't you lose that ball again down there. Come on. Man.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep it short. I'll give you my score.
All right.
I'm going to say it's really tough, but I'm going to say 24-21. I'm going to say we're going to lose.
Okay.
It's hard to go against us, but, all the injuries, it's so tough.
Yeah, I understand fully. 24-21, and Matt's he's saying we're the Saints. Matt, don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Man, this is a bad game. I can feel you on that.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. But
We'll,
it wouldn't surprise me if we win this game. But
it would have to be a surprise, too. Oh, man.
yeah. All
All
right.
right, fam. I'll see you
Talk
after
to
the
later.
game. Or during and after both.
Yeah. Good
All
night.
right. Night.
All right. Good night.
Oh, man. I'm getting witch doctor, man. I'm calling this game. Hey, Ryan Watkins, thanks, Ryan. He says, Ronbo, sup? My score 21-24. Niners. Yeah. I love it. Oh, man. And hombre. Bill.
What's happening?
Man, Emilio, man, I'm sitting there trying to make myself feel good about what's going to happen tomorrow. And really, we go, it's scary out there,
You get to watch the
man.
Niners play, no matter win or lose.
I tell you, we got to appreciate the
I like
fact that we're watching
watching the team.
football.
I get irritated when we lose, but hey, I get to watch Niners football. I'd have been more disappointed if there was no game.
Yes.
You know,
COVID could have took the whole season away from us. We need to be grateful. Yes.
Like I say, it's going to suck next week because we got a bye week. I got to figure out what to do on Sunday with myself.
I know, barbecue and, kick back with the kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Emilio, you know what? What's fun on bye week? Watching the Hawks, the Cardinals, the Rams. Because what if something freaky happened this weekend again? All of them lost,
again, they
and
all
we came
lose
up with a
again.
freakish
They all
win.
lose again.
You know?
And that'd be great. I'd be like, man, that made my Sunday.
See? And you can't get over it. Then you get the 49ers coming back the following week all pumped up. Got a lot of guys coming back. Shoot. We be 5-5.
Yeah, that'd be good, yeah. And then, that'd be great. And then what's the name? I'm just waiting for Raheem to come back. I thought Raheem was going to be back this week, but I guess we got to wait another week.
Bye week.
For Raheem.
Kyle's gambling on running the board after the bye week, I guess.
No, you know what? I think that's what he's looking at. He's going to try to win this game, but it's just looking like he feels like he'll have a better chance after the bye week. He's like, well, we play the Rams again, and we play certain teams. So he feels like we have a better chance to win the following week.
Mm-hmm. I just wish we had a pass rush. I feel more comfortable with the pass rush. But you're going to have Sherm and Verrett back there. If you put up just a little bit of a decent pass rush, and Sherman and Verrett, I think they're going to make it tough for the quarterback to throw. That'll give that pass rush a little more time to get to whatever quarterback. So I like what's coming up ahead.
Oh, we just gotta, like I said, just gotta wait. We kind of, anything can happen in this game. I'm just wait it out, see what happens. Cause we're still not down and out as bad as we're doing. We still got a chance to even sniff the playoffs. So, like I said, I'm taking this game. It is for what it is. I'm like, because I feel like it is a trap game for the Saints.
Yeah.
They might take us lightly just because they blew out Tom Brady. Oh, we're just gonna run through the Niners. They're depleted. Oh,
yep.
They're not a big deal.
And
it's a good possibility. They just take us lightly.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah,
And imagine, we do somehow get a 10-6 record and do go into the playoffs. Because NFC East ain't going to have no team that goes 10-6, right? So we end up being an 8th team, right? And then now you bring back George Kittle, because I think that foot will probably be okay by week 16, 17, going into the playoffs. Kyle would have to declare.
They said it. They said it lightly. We do get in that 6-8 seed. They said Jimmy and
both of them will be back by then. Ready. But they need a couple of weeks to warm up. Now you've almost got a full – even D Ford may snap out of it. Amelia, you realize you'd have a legitimate pass rush. You'd have George and Jimmy. You'd have Mostert.
We'd have most of the team back at that. We'd have most of the team at that point if that happens. That's why I said just as much as like I told you that. So we don't suck. It's just injury. So it's just at this point it's just trying to weigh these games out, win a couple if we can, and then if and when we make the playoffs, then we can be an explosive team if we can.
Wouldn't that
we
be
just gotta
exciting?
wait to.
And that week, we're sitting back, looking back
Yeah.
at week 10. So, man, week 10, we was getting ready to play the Saints. Remember, we thought it was all over. Here we are.
No, well, that's what I said. I don't feel it's over yet. Even though if we still lose, it's not over yet. So it's just we just gotta buckle
It looks
down and try
bad.
to win games after this.
Yeah.
It's just we're not down and out yet. We're down but not out yet.
Not mathematically, anyway.
And
Yeah.
the only thing, you know what? I think if we stop the running back, what is it, Kamara? I think we have a good chance to beat them because a lot of their offense is
Through
all
him.
predicated around him.
Yep.
It's really through him because they're not really going deep. Breeze is not throwing that ball in deep anymore like he used to. So if we can hold him down and have Verrett do his thing, we have a legitimate chance to win this game. If we I think if we stop him, I think that's a key to victory right there. If we can stop Kamara, we can win this game.
And Jared Cook, though,
You know.
you know what I mean? I worry about Jared Cook. You know, they would have won that game last year had Spoon not knocked Jared Cook out, you know? Because Jared Cook was doing anything he wanted to back there, and Breeze was throwing deep. And Jared Cook was catching everything it threw. Oh, man.
So that means
somebody do something with Cook.
that means what's the other linebacker now? What is it, Green? Yeah, Greenlaw. That's his job to try to stop him or slow him down.
Yeah.
Once Fred Warner worries about Kamara, it's all gonna be all about Greenlaw trying to stop Cook. So
Yeah, because
these certain players got their own matches. If they can stop him, hold them back. Yeah, like I said,
because
get opportunity.
Alshar can't. He's not. I'm not seeing him in coverage. You know what though? Alshar has not got burnt that much this year that I know of. Tight ends don't usually do all that well against the 49ers. Do you realize that this year? Which is very interesting.
No, I have. Because they haven't done the too many. Yeah, a couple of ones we haven't done. They haven't done too much. They've caught a few passes, but not really explosive like they've done in other games. So no.
So we'll see.
Yeah. No, but it is going to be a defensive game. If we can slow them on defense, we should be good. We should even come close and should win this game.
Yeah, because we ain't going to get shit out. Because the Saints own the Bucks. That's just the way that is. Something like what the Cardinals do to us.
This is the funny part.
Brady's sitting over there crying.
Oh, that was funny. Watching him crying upset. I said, dude, you lost. It's over. It's just, hey, you got to worry about winning your other games. You can't win that one.
Because the thing is, he can't complain like he was last year about bad receivers. He's got some of the best receivers in the league. So what are you doing, Tom?
He's got one of the best offenses in the NFL as of now.
He's got Gronk. He's got Mike. Oh, what's his name? That's already been out there. He's got a whole team. I mean, damn. What else do you need? Running back. Man, he's got all kind of God. They make 3 points.
Right. The Buccaneers, it's just the Saints had their number. They got their number. That's all that is. It's like when we play the Rams, we got their number. It happens.
Hey, Rudy, you hear that?
it just happens. Certain teams got your number, It's still pointing. Seattle's got our number. It is what it is,
You know what? We have to win. But we have to win. We got to win the last game. You know why?
No, if we really want, we got to win that game in
because that means they do no. Right. That means they no longer own us since 2018. And it's quiet as being kept because Nick split with them that year. Last year, we should have swept them. We split. We split this year. They could shut the hell up about, we own you guys. That's why. No, you don't. It's been 1-1 for the last 3 years. Stick it where the sun don't shine. Your ownership ended.
Especially, we lost at home last year. We beat them at home. So I guess we're going to flip out this year. They beat us at their house. We're going to beat them
No ownership. That's it. It's over. Wilson don't own nothing but luck. But,
is that the last game of the season again? Was that the last game of the season or no? Or
no, it's not the last game this year.
I said, that's when Jimmy and Kittle should come back, but never.
Mila, what is your score on this?
Man.
If you want to.
Well, let's say we win 27-24.
That's what I said, 27. We're going down the same score again this week. All right, Emilio. Let me see during and after the game. All right. That Emilio.
Right.
Oh, God. And Nanobot says we need to trade Jimmy. He is not elite like Murray or Wilson, not even young and healthy like Goff. We can't compete with our rivals with a mediocre quarterback. Nanobot, good luck with that. I mean, thanks for the contribution. Dad, they call him Daniel in the morning. Daniel.
What's up, Ronbo?
Man, Daniel, it's like, here we are.
David?
Yes.
Come on, Ronbo.
I'm trying to think of a smaller person than David. Who could I think is smaller than David against this Goliath?
Goliath.
What's
It's
that?
not going to be a David versus Goliath.
it's not going to be what? Go ahead.
Shanahan's their coach. It's not going to be David versus Goliath.
We're going to represent something bigger?
I feel we might win this one.
Well, I do too. I mean, it just looks bad when you look at it. And I keep going by the example they set last week by running Brady off the field. The guy's loaded. Brady looks like Rambo going into battle. You know that scene where they show Rambo slapping his knife into his satchel? He's got the gun over here. He's got a gun. He's got the bullet belt across his chest. I mean, Brady looks like Rambo out there with all the weapons he's got. And they beat his butt through the dirt. It took a backhoe to get Brady up out of that dirt. And I mean, I said, oh my God. What, are the Saints this good now or what? See, that's what I'm scared of.
No, they give up a lot of yards.
Yeah? More.
I have a feeling they can expose them.
They can't give up a lot of yards, so we will hurt you then.
And I've noticed our running game has been very not there. Like it's 50 yards the past 2 games.
Yeah.
So we need to get over 100 too if we're gonna have any chance. I think.
God. If we
keep them off the field, if we get our running game going.
Yeah, I could if we just had JaMychal Hasty and Wilson Jr. I don't know. Maybe we'll see with Jerick McKinnon. He's not.
Trust the rookie. Trust him. He fumbled once.
Twice. He fumbled last week
twice?
too. Yeah, he fumbled the Hawks game. He fumbled last week. And last game, yeah, he's I don't know what's going on with that because he didn't do that the first few times. Now all of a sudden, I don't know if it's confidence or what. I'm going to trust him. I love watching him run though. Them jump cuts are fun.
Yeah. Hey, I checked out that stat on the linebackers. You know, I was telling you they don't blitz the linebackers. Only one guy has a sack.
Dre Greenlaw on our team.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, if we're going to do it, it's going to be safety or corner. You're right. Linebackers stay in coverage. What's what?
What's your keys to victory?
Yeah, keep Breeze on the bench in long extended drives. You know, slow the game down and try to continue to convert first downs. Breeze is going to pick apart a zone. That's what he does. That's what he's most famous for. You're going to run zone on Breeze, you're going to get picked apart. You go man to man, you got a little bit of a chance. But you're going to have to run zone, and Solid's not going to stop running a zone. We're going to get picked apart. If we're lucky, Breeze doesn't keep going downfield to Jared Cook. Because Marcel Harris, Marcel's not the man for that task. Oh, God.
But looks like Paul Shanahan might put more in and come like he didn't really want to give it out in his interview.
I know.
It sounds like he might change up.
He could put more in. I'd rather put Cyprian in at the strong safety. Cyprian's more physical, and he can deal with those bigger guys. Probably a little better than Travis. Timor's a little light, but Timor
but they don't got
Jimmy's job.
They don't got a big back. They
No,
only got one. They only really one back.
Is what? Oh, you mean
Kamara.
the running? Kamara, yeah. He's having a good year too. You know,
Man, Ronbo, he's puffing me up right now, Ronbo.
If you put it all together, it's going to be a lucky effort. I mean, physically, you look at this game, we're not a matchup without our guys. But weird things can happen. And, you just got to strategically do this. You can't come out there and go mano con mano. You got to go out there and do something special, or they're gonna kill you. Oh, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah. It looks like they up the rushing touchdowns pretty well. They're not giving up too many rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Looks like they gave up 2 rushing touchdowns the past 5 games. So.
Yo. So Nick's gonna have to have target and hit guys in stride.
Nick Mullen, he's got arm of his. That's what he's gonna have to do.
Yeah, Nick's gonna have to just don't panic. Nick he gets frazzled. I don't want him to get frazzled. If he makes a mistake, don't come back out there and be so down on yourself you forget you got to make the next play. Just keep going, Nick. Forget about what just happened. Do your thing, because when he's confident, he's not bad. He's okay.
Yeah, he sounds like he has playing time in the New Orleans Dome. So we'll see. He played his last game. He won there. So
all right, he maybe
Let's
keep that in mind. What score you got, man? What do you think it is?
It's gonna be high scoring.
Yeah,
I think it'll be high scoring.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna go. We'll go 35 to 27.
Ooh. Saints or 49ers?
Nine all day.
Niners. 35. All right, man. Daniel, I like that.
Niners all day.
I love the faith. All right, because you and me and a few others, we think we got a chance. All right.
Yeah, got a chance.
All right, Daniel. Tell you what, I'll see you doing it after
Yeah,
the game.
Ronbo.
All right, fam. Night.
Later.
See, because if you put up enough, you change the biorhythms if you put enough faith out there. No telling what'll happen then. Hey, Niner by nature. Hey, fam, thanks a lot for that contribution. So would you trade 2 first-rounders to the Jets to draft Trevor Lawrence? 2 first-rounders. Emphatic no. You know what? The 49ers need their first-round picks. We don't have any money. So you got to go for the blue chip out there, kid that's got skills and talent. I just don't see the 49ers taking a quarterback as a first round. It's too big of a risk, especially they do still believe in Jimmy. So if they're going to go for a quarterback, they might look at the 3rd, 2nd round, maybe. But you're not going to give up 2 first rounders. Ooh, I can guarantee you that's not going to happen. But, yeah. To the Jets. And because the Jets.
Oh, hello?
The Jets, they're going to get rid of him anyway. The Jets are getting rid of, what's his name that everybody wants? Sam Darnold. Yuck.
Wait, stay quiet, Michael. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Hello. Who's this? Hello.
Oh, hey. This is DJ. This is DJ from Seattle. And all I wanted to say was Seahawks Nation is in the house.
Okay.
And you 49ers fans need for real, y'all are stuck in the past, man. For real, y'all are stuck in the past.
We're stuck in
you know
the
what
past?
I'm saying? Like I said,
when's the last time you won a
stuck in the
Super
past.
Bowl? When was the last time you won a Super Bowl, DJ?
Huh? Hey, when was the last time you guys won a Super Bowl?
But when was the last time you guys bring it up all the time
now,
like that's
man.
the only thing you can say.
Division, man.
When's the last time
on
you
now.
run the division? You lost it last year, DJ. You lost it. And by the way, since 2018, we're 1-1. So your boy ain't got no more ownership. Should have swept your butt last year. You're done. You're has been. Ain't no Legion of Boom. You got a secondary that looks like Swiss cheese.
Who's winning the division this year?
Yeah, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. The Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals. I picked the Cardinals. Overrated.
Wow. Okay.
You ain't got no defense. You got a lot of nerve thinking you can even win.
Nah, we're a dynasty, okay? We're a dynasty.
Yeah, dynasty.
Right?
What
Seahawks
kind of dynasty
Nation
never wins a Super Bowl? You don't win no Super. You don't get the dynasty title unless you win Super Bowls.
1995.
What you saw with the 49ers in the 80s was a dynasty. What you got is a joke that makes it to the playoffs every year.
You guys
and
are stuck in the 80s, man. You guys are stuck in the 80s and the 90s.
You see, our fans are a comical act.
When was the last time you guys won a Super Bowl? Like, come on, like.
Hey, you got one Super Bowl you can talk about. I can talk about 5 I got in the 80s
that's
and the 90s. What you got?
Have you guys won a Super Bowl in this era? No. Come on,
is that all
you guys
you got?
Always come close.
Super Bowls don't get old, dude. Super Bowls are
vintage.
vintage.
You guys lost against Baltimore.
They define a legacy. What kind of legacy you got? You ain't got one. You got one. And the entire time the Seahawks been in run, you got one. You got a lot of nerve even talking about 5 trophies. We are the best
that's enough.
team in the
One
Super Bowl era.
enough.
We
I
got 2
can't say that
losses
about
against
y'all.
5
I
wins.
can't say that
Nobody
about-
else can say that.
You know, you 49ers
DJ,
fans
I'm
are
out.
the worst
You got
fans.
to go. You
Y'all
and your
are the
Hawks.
worst fans
Y'all ain't worth
in the
Yeah,
NFL.
you don't suck any more than a team that makes it every year and gets eliminated in the playoffs. Hang the phone up. This dude, man, give me a break. 1 trophy the entire time, and you go talk smack. How you gonna do? Get a life and think before you embarrass yourself. Calling me is a mistake. Hey, Jay.
Ronbo.
Come on in, fam.
Man, what's up with these Seahawks, fan? Man, stay off the line, B.
You gotta
For
be
real,
kidding
stay
me.
off the line.
You got
He ain't
one
even got a
championship.
Ronbo, and he wants to be on the phone. Want to argue. You got
One.
one Super Bowl and supposed to have an elite quarterback. Come on, man.
Hey,
Get the
wait,
fuck
and
off
called
the
himself a
line.
dynasty. They got 1
There
Super
ain't
Bowl.
no damn dynasty. You gotta win
They
more
don't-
than one to be a dynasty.
You don't get the
Everybody know
dynasty
that.
tag getting beat every year in the Super Bowl that you've been there, except for 1. And you go to the playoffs every
wants-
year and get eliminated in the first, second, or third round. Come on, man.
Ronbo.
Seahawks are dreaming.
He wants to be a Niner fan. Deep inside in his heart, he want to be a Niner fan because he wouldn't be on this phone call. He wouldn't sit on here and wait to talk to you. Come on, man. They ain't got a Ronbo. So they got to come on to our show
Jay,
and try to
let us
hype up their little sorry-ass team. Come on, man.
let us
Stay in there with your miserable city.
Let's not. Well, you know what? I like Seattle, Washington. It's a nice city. The team's sorry, but but let us get back to the definition of a real football team. Now, what do you think about what's going on this weekend?
Right. Anyway, it just had me pissed off because, come on, man, you just can't be calling out that. But for real, though, you know what I'm saying, back to what we were trying to talk about. Straight up, it's going to be a good game. I just feel like, I don't know, I think we're going to probably upset them boys. It's going to be a tough game. I just hope we can just weather the storm because, they're going to come out hot and try to, make example out of us since last year. So,
Oh, I forgot about that. They're probably still mad about that.
Yeah, they hot about that. Trust me. So you know what I'm saying. So we ain't got no George Kittle in there. So
We could catch him.
So
You
for
know what?
real, though.
Kyle knows how to beat the Saints. You know what? What you saw last year was Kyle just doing stuff to the Saints. He knows. I guess he was with the Falcons for a long time. Kyle knows them people. This is why he did such a good job last year against them. And I got a feeling Kyle knows just how Nick can beat him, too. That's what he does, Kyle. So we're going to see a game.
Right.
Because Tom didn't know what. He's not used to the Saints. He comes from the AFC. They got beat to death.
Man, yeah. I think it's gonna be a real tough game, Ronbo. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt about that.
We got too many injuries. You know what I'm saying? And people coming back, and so he's gonna. I don't know. He can't just load them up with a bunch of snaps. So, man, I just hope we come out here healthy and with a win. That's all I care about right now. It's just come out there, with a win and come out healthy. Because every game it seemed like we losing bodies, and man, it's been a tough year for us. For real.
That's the bad thing. We get a couple of injuries every week, Jay. Every week we get at least
That's what
one
I'm saying, Ronbo. We had an injury almost every game, just about. What game did we come out
clean?
We wasn't injured.
I don't remember one.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have been no injury on Debo when we was blowing out the Patriots.
Jay,
that's what I was saying.
Jay, you got a speaker. Jay, you got a speaker open.
Yes.
Or something. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I can hear you better now too.
I was saying that we could have had no injuries in that New England game if we would have pulled our starters out. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just. I just hope we just come out with a. If we don't come out a win, I just hope we stay healthy. You know
I
what
know.
I'm saying? I just hate.
That's all you can wish for. I don't know who else could go down. Oh, I didn't. You know what? Don't even say any names. You speak that stuff into existence.
That's
I'm
what
even
I'm
gonna say
saying.
names.
I ain't trying to say no names
Don't
right
say
now.
no names. Yeah, don't.
I don't even want to jinx my team like that.
Oh,
So, you know what I'm
man.
saying? It's just that I just pray if we could just be competitive and come out, you know what I'm saying, squeaky clean with no injuries, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll be more happy if we win the game, but I'm saying I would be, you know what I'm saying,
Going into the bye week.
you know what I'm saying, I'll be in a better situation if they come out all healthy. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I know. No, it's not too much to ask because we average 2 players a week. We got 20-something players. This is week 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
They be going down in
That's what I'm
droves.
saying. That's like almost a half a team right there. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. I'm like,
one more player.
man, that's what I'm saying. People want to trip about our team, but it's like, man, you ain't dealing with the injuries we got. And we were still winning. We was competitive in games. So, you know what I'm saying? So imagine if we was fully healthy. Man,
There
we
wouldn't
be
be no
killing these teams.
You wouldn't have people like that Seahawks fan calling me, man, y'all living in the past. We're living in the past.
Exactly. Come on. Why are you living in the past? We were just in the Super Bowl last year.
I mean,
and
you're
then
right.
if some of them play callings we done and the referees was actually playing a 50-50 game, like calling plays,
and Jay,
calling.
You hit it right there. We was in the Super Bowl last year. Where was he? Talk about living in the past. They're no longer scary on defense.
He was sitting at home watching the Super Bowl while
You know
our
what I'm
team was
saying?
in it. That's
Go ask me about the past. My goodness.
And okay, man, you just got to do what credit is due. You know what I'm saying? We went to the Super Bowl. We've been in the Super Bowl for the last. You can't say that about the Cowboys team. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that about a bunch of these teams that they ain't make it to the Super Bowl. We made it to the Super Bowl. So, you know what I'm saying? So you got to give credit what's due. We didn't win it, but
but we was there. No problem. We'll be back.
Right.
Jay, let me get your score, and we gonna go, and I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna go. I want to say 27, 24.
We all
and I'm
like
gonna
that
go
score.
with us. I can't pick my team to lose, even though I know the situation. I just can't pick them to lose. I'm gonna go 27.
You know, I understand.
24.
We can live it now. All we want to. We know the States is bad.
Right.
So
I
what?
want them to be undefeated every year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I'm going to always pick them. You know, win, lose, or draw, I'm always pick them.
There you go. All right, Jay. I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully we got it right.
All right. Thank you, Ronbo.
Right. Night,
Yes,
Jay.
sir. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, fam. Appreciate you. All right. And Niner by Nature 88 says, when was the last time the Seahawks been in the Super Bowl? I don't. Seahawks keep bringing it up. Every time we say something about y'all living in the past, they don't realize how many years has it been. This is 2020. Wasn't that 2014 when they come rolling up in there and won? 6 years. Soon to be 7. Seahawks need to get up off that. Yo, when the last time y'all went to Super Bowl? Hey, you know what? Time is rolling on the time. You've been there too. Hey, 816 area code.
Hey, Rondo, man. I love your show, man.
Oh, thanks.
I am in Kansas City. I want to tell you that right now. You know,
okay.
But I still watch it, man. I love football. And I think you guys just have a little bad, streak going on. You know what I mean? I think there's a
juju.
Super Bowl hangover curse, to tell you the truth. I ain't going to lie.
Well,
because
you know,
it seems like everybody...
Even if you do call it the curse, you know,
Right.
if the curse includes
Not a curse.
losing a lot of players, I didn't
Right.
see that coming. But what is your name?
Yeah, nobody does. My name is Hefe KC.
What was it?
Hefe KC.
Did you say F-A or
Hef-
P?
Hefe.
That's an unusual name. Yeah, how do you spell
Yeah,
that?
it means chief.
Oh, it's
H-E-F-E.
okay. Well, okay. Well, yeah, you use the original Americans,
you know
I guess. Yeah. All right. But anyway,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I understand that. And you know, the hangover is If you're going to lose all your players, that's going to add to any bad thing that was going to happen to you twice over. So yeah.
No doubt, man. But I mean, hey, you guys got a squad, man. So you guys don't got nothing to be ashamed of. You know what I mean? You got a squad. You know what I mean? And you know what? You take it as it comes, and when it gets good again, everybody jumps back on the bandwagon. So
for those who jumped
what
off,
it is.
yes,
So you guys can watch us in the Super Bowl this year, all right? So go Chiefs, baby.
All right. Yeah, best of luck to you. All right, you have a good night. Oh God, and you know, if you come in somewhat respectful, I won't go off. But you come in like DJ, man, y'all got to stop living in the past. Oh, you know, you lit a fuse then right quick. Hey, Big Joe.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Big Joe, I can't tell you, man. You know, it's, I know tomorrow I'll probably go get flack from thinking the 49ers have a chance in this game. Big Joe, I just don't want them to blow us off the field. You know what I'm saying? If the 49ers go in there and compete and lose by 4 or 5, just cover the spread. You know, I'll actually be happy, but I'm still in the back of my mind hoping for a win.
Well, let me start this right like I normally say.
Right.
Shout out to you, Ronbo.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to all the 49ers fans. And shout out to the Empire. And I want to shout out that stupid Seattle Seahawks fan that got the audacity to call into a San Francisco 49ers daggone station. What is wrong with you? You got one Super Bowl, man. One Super Bowl. We had a dynasty, and we went to the Super Bowl twice in 10 years, just like y'all. Only difference is we gave them away. Okay, y'all won one and gave one away, too. Don't you ever, look, when we get healthy, you know the only reason why you winning, because we not healthy. And you got Russell Wilson. If Russell Wilson go down, y'all stink. Anyway.
I mean, real bad.
Off that. I'm done with that. How you going to call into a 49ers radio station talk about Seattle? Shut up. Anyway, off them.
This should be Monday Night Raw, so I could have gave him an installment. But Big Joe didn't need one. Good call, Big Joe.
No. Listen, anyway, back to this Saints game. You know, it's hard being a 49ers fan right now. I'm crying. But
you know, and Big Joe, that's a good point right there too. Because knowing that potentially you have a great team, if Lord would just let you keep them all together on the field at the same time, you know.
Yeah, well, that's 2020 for you, right?
I know. Boy, this has been a strange year.
It started bad for us, and it's ending bad for us. But, you know, I got confidence in my team. I know we're going to put up a fight because everybody got to remember, Kyle Shanahan knows the Saints really well.
Right. I was just talking about that.
So, we always got to punch his chance. Now, we do. One point I would like to make is we are equipped for a shootout. Because last year, we went for a shootout. I mean, we still got, you know what I mean, Reed, he coming back. Running back, if our offensive line, Trent Williams coming back is going to be a big help because his blind side is going to be protected.
That's true. Yes.
Richie James.
Boy, I got to finish. He's going to be the sleeper, Big Joe. He could be the sleeper. You know Ayuk's going to be busy. But Richie James could be that dagger that keeps sticking him.
Yeah. But in reality, the way the Saints is rolling right now, it's going to be tough.
Ooh, yes.
So, you know, I'm never going to ride against my team. So my gut feeling is saying we're going to win. And if we do win, it's only going to be by a field goal.
Yes. That's my
I can't
feeling.
even give no score, though, because I know in reality, it's going to be tough. But I'm never going against the red and gold.
I can't do it either.
Faithful. What are y'all, C-Quack fans? What are y'all C-Quack fans? What are y'all calling, 12th man? You need noise to help you win?
I know. People throwing that handkerchief on the field. 12-y.
All a joke, man. That's why I hate all teams with a bird on their helmet. I hate every team with a bird on their helmet because they always give us trouble. You act like we out of this. They're going to lose tomorrow. The Rams have your number, idiot.
Ooh.
But anyway, Ronbo, look.
They got to play the Rams?
The Rams have...
It's an Arizona Sunday. And they ain't got no defense.
The Rams tomorrow. They ain't got no running backs for tomorrow. So Russell Wilson's going to have to throw. Ramsey's back. And then they play Arizona on Thursday night. So you have a potential 3-game losing streak coming right now.
I love it. I didn't know this.
Don't come in here calling. Don't be coming in here calling.
I mean, y'all living in the past. Living in the past. We just left the Super Bowl last
We
year.
was just in
We
the
was
Super
picked to be
Bowl.
back this
Yeah,
year.
dummy.
In the past. What
Gave the
past?
Super Bowl away. You know you gave the Super Bowl away. You was over there shaking like, please don't win, because you knew it would have been 6. But trust me, we're going to get 6. It's coming. We just got to be a little bit patient.
Time.
So all you 49ers fans in the chat, anybody got something to say about us, you let them have it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't had nothing to say last year. You let them have it. Stand up. Red and gold till I'm 6 feet dead and cold. All day, baby. San
Big
Francisco.
Joe.
Go Niners, baby.
Yeah.
Ronbo, you have a good night. Go
You
Niners
too, fam.
tomorrow. Screw the Saints. We that. Remember that.
That Big Joe. You see, because between the Hawks, the Rams, the Seahawks, all of them together, ain't got as many trophies as we do. Shut up. Hey, NG49 says, the Seagulls will never be close to 49ers in history. I mean, none of our lifetimes. It will be 100 years before they even begin, and 49ers will have pulled away to a distance.
What?
It won't happen. Johnny V.
Ronbo, what's happening, my man? How you doing?
John, I'm sitting here getting all pumped up about tomorrow's game. You know, as I refuse to say die, you know, as I said, my thinking theme tonight is the men of 300. As they marched into battle, the odds were stacked against them, and they stood there, and they honorably went down. I think the 49ers will do that tomorrow. And when I say honorably go down, if they go down, let me make that clear, it will be covering the spread, and the Saints will know that they had been in a fight. Yes.
I like that. Can we take a second, Ronbo?
Yes.
Can we take a second and pray for that young man because
DJ?
you tore him up?
Yeah.
You gave him another booty hole, brother. That was great.
DJ had a lot of nerve calling in to talk about somebody living in the past. So here we are. We just came off the Super Bowl, and we were projected to be a competitor this year, but we're living in the past. What are they teaching people in community schools in Seattle? That was just his whole thought process was just stupid.
They teach them that 1 is bigger than 5. For some reason.
Good comeback, John. I like that.
Bigger than 5. My man. I don't have a score prediction for tonight because I'm going to be superstitious because I think the last time I gave numbers, we got the shit kicked out of us, so I'm good on that. But I do, Ronbo, want to ask you a question. What do you know about this Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins, Mostert, Garoppolo trade? You heard any of that?
Wait, give me the names. Dalvin Cook,
Kirk Cousins, for Mostert and Jimmy.
Wow. Would the Vikings take that? I mean, on the one hand, that is good for them because they would get Mostert. Although Dalvin Cook is definitely no slouch. Dalvin Cook's really a bad man.
Oh, that boy, he's leading the. I think he's got some crazy points. I don't know if he leads in fantasy or if he leads in the league.
He gets hurt a lot, but he's a bad dude. So if we did make that deal, I don't know if I can get.
We didn't. I don't think we made that deal, but I think that it was out there, I think it's out there in the universe.
In ethers, you know. It's a kind of a deal that doesn't make sense for either team. One I say
I
because
just don't want anything to do with Cousins.
Yeah, I don't
want
see
anything to do with Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I don't see Cousins. He's been losing forever. Why? A lot of us want to bring a loser in to place a winner. Contrary to the popular belief, Jimmy G doesn't have as many percentage-wise. Jimmy G is beating Cousins. He's beating all these guys, because he hasn't been around that long. But his percentages are winning percentages. I don't know if we're losing because of that. Everybody's blaming Jimmy, but I think Jimmy just needs to get his ankle right and get his team back. A lot was expected of him this year because he should have absorbed.
Shanahan and Garoppolo need to get on the same page, Ronbo, and we need to get our center back.
Yeah.
If we get our center back, Jimmy plays well behind
Western Richburg.
When Garland's out there. It's a whole different game. Isn't it a different game? I mean, don't you see a difference? Don't you think he's more confident under center?
And he feels more safe.
I mean, it's more safe. He's more familiar. He's got somebody screaming out, what they see.
Yeah.
And the defense, he's reading, nobody can read the defense better than Richburg, man.
Yeah. Garland's getting
At
pretty
least
good
not
at it.
now.
But
There's nobody
Richburg's
on
the
that
best.
team that can do it.
Yeah.
I think I think as far as
Grasu
IQ,
definitely
a
can.
football IQ,
Yeah.
no, not at all. He just waits for the ball to snap and then he just does his job after that. Just whatever the hell happens. We just, here's the ball. I'm gonna get up.
I'm gonna try to stop people from coming to get you. This is why I laugh, but people don't understand. Jimmy Garoppolo is all of a sudden butt naked as soon as that ball gets snapped. He's got happy feet. He's doing this. Hey, for one thing, that offensive line is no longer as good as it was last year. Jimmy's looking to get plowed into the dirt. You got a bad ankle like he does. You don't feel like getting plowed into the dirt too many times. And what we saw happen, he did get plowed in the dirt. Second high ankle sprain. All right, Jimmy, that's it for you. That's got to work on your mind,
Sure it does. Sure it does. Because after the first one, they want you out of San Francisco. Now after the second one, they've already got you packaged up and shipped out, dude.
And got the people coming in
it's just
that
a
they got
matter of
money.
time.
Yeah, they got your replacements already. This is not, and Jimmy and these guys are working together too long. It's like I've always said too, John. People understand there's a cohesion that goes on with time. He's got new receivers again, and like he's had every year. He's got Ayuk and Debo. These guys are real promising, though. He's got Kendrick, and you give these guys some time to get it together. Then they become like Matty with all his receivers, Julio and his guys had for years and years and years. It takes time. People jump to these conclusions without really, because you're bringing a new guy, John, he's going to have to go through what Jimmy's going through now. But people don't look at that. They just think Jimmy sucks, and this new guy's going to make everything better, and he's come in, and then 5 games of the season, oh, Jesus, we're still looking for a starting quarterback. No, you're not looking for a starting quarterback. You're looking for continuity to be built between the receiver and the QBs. You're not going to get it by switching these bodies every 5 minutes.
Right. I want to pick up where we left off. Right now, the Super Bowl window is like jerry-rigged with a wedge in between the damn jam and the window. You know what I mean?
I know.
If we get a new quarterback, Ronbo, that's it, dude. That thing's done. It's shut. It's it. We don't have that kind of time.
Rebuild.
What are we going to do? We're going to build a young, even if we could get Jimmy to restructure and then bridge the young gentleman in, then I would be down for that. But to move Jimmy in the offseason and bring somebody new in and expect us to go back to the Super Bowl,
not going to happen.
Your chances are far less than they were with Jimmy healthy.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, tomorrow we just got to make sure that Nicky Boy can stay upright.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be asking a lot. Oh.
And hopefully, out of those 11,000 fans, some of those are Niner fans.
They
bring
will
a little
be.
bit of energy.
Yeah, we had a lot last year.
Sure, there will be.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if there's 20. 20 are going to sound like 500 because it's going to be the first time they can see their team, and they're going to be freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to hear them clear. So it'll be what it'll be, Ronbo. Let's just
keep your fingers
let's not
crossed
make the bed yet.
and hope for the best.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed. Keep your fingers crossed and and a blindfold handy.
Getting shot at sunrise. John, have you got a score in mind, or do you want to just bypass that and just say hope we win?
No,
oh, that's right. You just explained that. You was bad luck last time. All right, we're going to go with
whoever's,
that.
you know what? I'm not doing it, Ronbo. I
don't blame you.
I'm superstitious.
Yeah, and I want you
my shirt backwards.
You may have a lot.
Hang myself upside down.
Yeah, no, because you may have a lot of power out there in the universe of unnatural things happening. So don't you do anything more. If you know what you're doing, you do that. All right.
You got it,
Johnny.
Ronbo. My man, brother.
Hey.
I love you, brother. Love the show.
Thanks, fam.
Thank you for everything you do for us, my man. Take care of yourself.
My
Be
pleasure.
safe.
You too, Johnny. Have a
Good
nice night. And Daniel Serrano, when will you replace Jimmy G with Steve Young? Actually, they didn't have Dan didn't have a Steve Young flat on. These are hard to find. Joe, I had to pull teeth to get Joe. All right? Jimmy's still my quarterback, though. I'm not taking him down. I'm gonna give him, and I'm gonna let his ankle get better. I'm gonna let Weston Richburg get back. I'm gonna get Mostert and the guys back, and we're going back to the Super Bowl, and we're taking you guys with us. The non-believers, that is. And he says, think we can all agree Jimbo doesn't deserve your wall space yet. No, he's got to stay. But thanks, Daniel. 95 says we can't afford Jimmy and Fred. Jimmy needs to go. No, they can. Jimmy, Fred's money's already been, we already made the arrangements we made. That's why you didn't sign Defoe last year. You made sure that, it's all set up. Thanks for the contributions, guys. Big show. Well, he says, Ronbo, don't listen to anything Jersey Joe says. You know I have nothing but love for you. We'll be competitive versus Saints. 41-28. Saints, Big Show says we'll be competitive versus the Saints. 41-28 Saints. And show, what kind of competitive is that? That's a beat down worse than last week. God. Area code. Show, thanks for that contribution. Area code is 775. What is your name, please? Good God. 41-28. Hello? 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 I thought I just heard a voice. Yes, hello. Your area code, I see 775. Is that wrong? Who is this?
Oh, my bad. Wrong with Oz. Jersey Joe.
JJ!
I had to say something. As soon as you're talking about show, I had to bump in. My bad.
Show, I don't know what Show's drunk. Yeah, it says, we'll be competitive versus the Saints. JJ, 41-28, we're going to get beat. What kind of competitive is that? Big Show, you make a typo? You want to come back? I mean, whoa.
He's not wrong. He's Mr. Contradiction, okay? Just leave it at that. That statement alone contradicted itself. Anyways. Oh, man.
Well, JJ.
I'm sorry. I have to. All right, go ahead.
No, it's okay. How's the two young lads that just came into our world?
You're talking about Seahawk, dude?
No. You're two newborns. They're not newborn now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like six months right now. They're doing good right now. They're just
all right. Well,
I had to get on that real quick, Ron. I'm sorry. This whole thing with the whole Jimmy G is just pisses me off. I understand that people want. I mean, why do you guys call yourself the faithful if you're so quick to get rid of people?
We do that every year.
You look at they did it to Kaepernick. Are we that stuck on Corey?
Yeah, players right down the roster. We're getting rid of guys every year, and some of them go on to do good things in other places, But yeah, we're impatient. There's no such thing as a reason. I'm not calling it an excuse. There's no such thing as a reason why you're not performing at a high level. You suck. Get out. God. Oh.
Well, you have Trent Williams, who is awesome, yet he said himself, is like, the scheme has changed. I see it a little bit, but it's changed. When's the last time he was with Shanahan? 8-9 years ago? You expect him to perform at a high level, and then you got McGlinchey on the opposite side, losing weight like he's got AIDS or something, and then you guys are wondering. The first game, and Garoppolo has no wide receivers. He has your best friend, Dante Pettis. He has Kendrick Bourne, who is the number one wide receiver, and a 2-year rusty Trent Taylor, and you guys expect him to be Montana on the field.
Don't stop at that, JJ.
Get it.
JJ, don't stop at that. He's got Debo, who's out. He's got a rookie in Ayuk, but yet he's supposed to be blazing. Hey, JJ, you know what Kyle Shanahan said? We don't have anybody who can win on the go route right now. Kyle Shanahan explained it in his press. He says, if you can't beat the defense on a go route, they're going to know it, and they're going to set on you. I keep saying, everybody blames Jimmy. If he had Julio, if he had some of these guys, these premier wide receivers around the league, I guarantee he'd be better. We saw it last year with Emmanuel Sanders when he came on. All of a sudden, the offense started cranking. Jimmy was starting to do good things. But people don't care. It's Jimmy's fault. Even he's got no receivers. He's got a couple of rookies. Damn it, he'd better win. And I can think, come on, man. That makes no sense.
So that's what I was saying. I mean, are we that? Do we expect glory right away like we did with Montana and Young? It's not going to happen. Those are like once in a generational type players. It's Deion said it. That's NFL royalty.
Hey.
Come on. Literally his first year, and he takes you to Super Bowl.
And yes, and look who they had. Look who Montana and Steve Young had. He's got man. These guys got
John Taylor and Jerry Rice.
They got premier receivers. They got a great running game. Yes.
Montana said that the real freak was John Taylor. It's just that Jerry was just taking those short passes. The freak was John Taylor. But again, with the wide receivers that we go to a Super Bowl, you can say it was a defense. You can say it's Kyle Shanahan's scheme. That's another thing. If you want to bring in a brand new quarterback, you're just starting all over again.
Yeah.
You don't even know if you're going to have a Mitch Trubisky or you're going to have a Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're going to get.
It's always scary in the first round for the draft picks because a lot of those guys get rated too high because there was nobody else in that particular class. You know, this last year quarterback, and everybody wants a running quarterback. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan wants to alter his system for a running quarterback. Now he's got to change everything that everybody else has learned. Ayuk, Debo, all these guys got to learn a new thing. You know, no more jet sweeps and stuff like that. You know, because we're quarterback runs, and so we're going to redesign the offense. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, the last caller made a good point. If he restructures his deal, this is the only way it's going to happen because you got to bring Juice back. You got to bring Warner. You got to pay Warner. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of people in free agency. I get it.
He'd be willing
but
to.
You're just starting all over if you get another rookie or Sam Darnold or all these other players you're talking about.
No, not Darnold. I don't understand what the attraction is to him. He's okay, but I don't see him any more special than anybody else. You know? I mean, somebody says Aaron Rodgers, I'll listen. You know? But beyond that,
well, that is the talk in the chat, right? But Darnold, I can only say I'm not going to say he's not the answer. I'm not going to say he is because he's in a crappy spot. He's got the worst coach in the NFL.
But JJ, what you just said still applies, though. He's still got to come in and learn all the Shanahan system from scratch.
Exactly.
He knows nothing about it. So
let me use the last few seconds real quick. Sorry ass Seahawks fan. Do you know what a dynasty is? You have to have a minimum of 3 championships.
At least.
You got the Niners. The sorry-ass Cowboys have one. The Steelers have one. Even the sorry-ass Raiders.
Raiders too. But there is no there's never been a Seahawks dynasty. Never. The playoffs don't count.
3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
One of 3 Super Bowls within, 20 years? No.
Yes.
It's probably more than that. Going to 3 and losing 2 is not a dynasty. That's the last Super Bowl 49. Y'all, that was a dynasty. Y'all died nasty. You died nasty on the 1-yard line.
I like that, JJ. JJ, we gotta go. Let's give my best to the rest of the family.
All right.
And JJ, you got to score. You gonna leave that alone. You don't have to.
75-13, 49ers.
What I got about JJ, his wit and humor is like out of this cut. I mean, 75-14. Even the production people said, "What?" He said it. 75-14. Hey, JJ, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope it comes true. I'm gonna lose my mind laughing then. Oh God. Have a good night.
Big Show's not a 49ers fan. All right. Good night, Rob.
Night. There's been college scores like that where the team just kept rolling up points. Rebel says, hey, people running around here want Jimmy to make people running around here want Jimmy to make wine out of water. I know, I understand the frustration, but only as much as losing. But beyond that, I look at the reasoning. Daniel Starr, thank you for the contribution. We're faithful. We also know great talent and expect the best and won't settle for less. To wear red and gold is an honor. Also, Jimmy didn't take us. Daniel. But honestly, you got to know, Daniel, you bring a new quarterback in, you're going to be more pissed, I promise you. Because it's going to take him a while to get it. He's got to get used to these rookie receivers we got. He's got to get used to vet, whatever one we don't have a vet. George kills me out there saying things like, who is this guy? Dude, remember, when I cut, I'll head fake, I'll go this way, hit me with the ball to the left. That's an INT. That's not my fault. You don't want that. You know? Poulet! My Hawaiian brother.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yo, what's up, fam?
How you doing, Ronbo?
Oh, man, I'm just sitting back here, man. You know, it's a scary thing we're getting ready to do here. They're in New Orleans right now eating gumbo and sitting around, walking around the French Quarter and enjoying the place. And tomorrow, the fun ends. It's like, uh-oh, time to get it on.
Yes, time to get it on.
Yeah.
But it's Christmas, all the injuries, things that are going on, COVID. And did you hear about that? Ben Roethlisberger got some close contact with COVID, but he's allowed to play tomorrow.
Whoa. You know why? Because there's, what are they, 6-0? What are they, 7-0?
7-0, I think.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's funny. How they let them play? Let them play, then 49ers had to sit out, what, 4 of our guys out?
I didn't even know about this. That's bad.
Yeah.
And we might have lost Thursday night. We weren't gonna get beat like that. Oh man. That's wrong on so many levels. What are you gonna do, Pooh? You know, that's the way we get treated. We have to learn to win without fairness. I guess that's just the way it is, you know?
Yes, we got to beat the NFL, whatever teams we play, and the refs. Put all 3 of them. We got to beat all 3 in order us to win the game. Yep. For tomorrow, man, I ain't going to predict no score. You already know me. I don't like doing that.
It's okay.
I just hope we win and injury-free. That's all it is.
I know, man. It's a blessing right there. If we could just not lose another guy. We lose a guy every game. We lose up to 2 people a week. Important people.
Yes, especially starters, man. It's crazy how many people is in the IR that could have been an all-pro team or at least a Pro Bowl.
You know, somebody said the other day, we got a Pro Bowl team sitting in the IR. You look down through there, a lot of them are. You know, and K'Wan Williams should be. Sherm's on there. Mostert could easily be. Debo's a premier wide receiver. He just needs to play. God, goes on and on.
Yes, I just called in and said, thank you for what you're doing. I know I just keep it short. Yep. Right. And the other day I heard that guy saying a prayer. It's nothing wrong with saying a prayer to God. Pray for our team.
Do it all the time.
Yes.
It's the right thing to do. It gives you faith. There's more. Hey, well, people understand there's a bigger force than just mere man. You can talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. We just keep praying for our families, our neighbors, and what's going on in this country and the COVID and our 49ers. Just keep them, Ronbo and all the people and everybody else. Just let those haters keep talking bad about us, but it's okay. Especially Seahawks. You're going to call yourself when you always get exited out since the Super Bowl in the first round.
And it had the nerve. They call themselves a dynasty. That was hilarious. A dynasty? What? They don't understand what that means. That's hilarious.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know. That's why they never been to that road being a dynasty.
Dynasty means domination. It doesn't mean, well, we got to the playoffs. Hey, Bully, man, you have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, you too, Ronbo. Yep. See everybody tomorrow. Let's just pray for everybody. All right, then, Ronbo, go on. Have faith. God bless.
Yeah, gotta keep it. Thanks, fam. Night.
Good night.
And Rebel D, you know what I mean. Of course I do. Niner bots every year. Teams are great getting elite quarterbacks from the draft. We don't want to get stuck with glass bones, mediocre jittery G. Mahomes and Josh Allen's starting to look good after 3 years. And everybody called him a bust right after the way. Well, I just what's his name down in for the Ravens? Yeah, because he's an assistant that works for him. Okay, not about. I can think of 3 or 4. Okay, the rest there's way more bust. Baker Mayfield. There's way more fails going on in the NFL as far as quarterbacks coming out of the draft than these days. Last 5 or 6 years, it ain't been crazy good. It's been okay, all right? So let's not get carried away with every time you go to the draft, you're going to get a golden quarterback. Shh, that ain't happening. Hey, 49 says, I'm faithful to my Niners, not the trash players we try out. Jittery G didn't lead us to the Super Bowl. He followed us there. Not a lot of people believe that. I don't argue with it anymore. I mean, there's no point trying to convince anybody that Jimmy had nothing to do with that Super Bowl. So, 49ers, thank you for that. All right? Oh, God, poor Jimmy. And Danny Terry says, I want a Kinlaw and an Armstead Sacramento. Apparently, we didn't realize how much the edge rush meant. I mean, it means everything. Armstead can't even get on track. And people are blaming him, but we don't have a rush from the edge at all. Well, let's see what the new guy looks like, and maybe he can help out. Jose, you having a brew? Jose!
You put me on.
That was.
I didn't think you were going to take me so quick, man.
Funny timing, too. Jose's giving a belch. Jose! Come on in, man. Hey. So,
What's up, man?
Hey,
What's
man,
up,
I'm talking about this game tomorrow, man. It's really scary. That's why I'm talking crazy, because I'm trying to cheer myself up, man. I'm really kind of scared because, the Saints, man, the boys are serious right now. But, Jose, I got to tell you, man, the Saints are getting a lot like the Seahawks. Every year, they contend. They get to the playoffs, and they get the butt beat. There's another team that's never had a dynasty. They look good every year, but they're not going to dominate. They're not going to get the big prize. We could beat them tomorrow, can't we?
I remember Ronbo on Monday and on Wednesday, I think it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to give you a score. I was feeling kind of scared, but
yeah.
I was listening to the radio. Not many people think we're going to get blown out really bad like we do. So it's kind of making me feel like maybe we are overrating the Saints just because they had one good game.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, they were playing okay, but it's not like they were dominating anybody.
Michael Thomas was out. The Saints, that's why I'm saying, if you can stop Michael Thomas, you can stop the Saints. They look like an average team without Michael Thomas. It's very strange because they didn't have him until the last couple of games, and all of a sudden now they look unbeatable, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I think they got some players back on defense that kind of helped out a little bit too.
Mm-hmm. Also, Emmanuel Sanders was out, COVID, for a couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
So they're back at full strength right now, which is making them look scary.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just like last year.
Yeah. It's going to be rough. Really rough. I think Emmanuel...
And then the people...
Go ahead.
The people saying that Jimmy got carried to the Super Bowl, if you remember correctly, last year, the same situation. Who got that important victory to give us a bye week in the first round of the playoffs? Jimmy G. Stop hating on him.
And do you know, against the Hawks in that last game, Jimmy G was perfect in the second half? We have short memories when it comes to Jimmy's successes. But if he makes a mistake, nobody forgets it. I mean, a lot of us do, but a lot of people, they only remember the mistakes. They don't remember anything good. Jimmy beat the Cardinals last year when we beat him. That was Jimmy. That wasn't anybody else. So I don't understand.
Exactly.
He was part of that drive. He wasn't left out. It wasn't all about that run game and the defense. Defense did a great job, but they needed a quarterback. Jimmy answered.
That's right. I mean, the only game I see that he didn't do much, but either way, Mostert just took over that game, so there's no reason to throw. That was against the Packers.
Why?
Maybe a little bit on the Vikings because Shanahan got scared because he threw one INT, but I mean, that's on Shanahan. It's not because Jimmy couldn't throw or anything.
Yeah. And if you have a guy that can eat up, the Cowboys would love to run Zeke all day too. Even when Dak was out there, I mean, Zeke was a machine. He sort of slowed down last couple of seasons, but Zeke was just grinding out a couple 100 yards, 200 yards, 150 yards, 160. He was averaging like 145. Why do I need to throw the ball just to make sure the fans like my quarterback? Forget that. Run it down their throat. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know? Wear them out. You can kill a team faster by banging into their offensive or defensive line way faster than you can throwing the ball. Yeah. You throw the ball later, throw it. Yeah. It's all strategy. It has nothing to do with whether your quarterback sucks or not.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Ronbo, last time, the 2 times that I called you, I have a 209 number, as you can tell, but I actually live here in the Houston area.
Yeah, no, that's right. You haven't changed it. Your phone's still, okay. How long you been living there?
9 years.
All right. So you so your area code still comes. Your phone ID still says the same. But Jose, we got your name down now, so it's okay.
You got it.
Yeah. How do you like Houston? You've been there for a while, so you must like it by now. Houston, I've been to Houston. You got some great restaurants too.
Yeah. Man, but if I would rather choose, I'd go to Austin or San Antonio, to be honest. But Houston's not too bad. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
I have the Warriors that come here all the time, and then Niners came here, 2 years ago? I was at the game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too far from Dallas. I can go watch them.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
They still got pro franchises, so you can still go see, both the Rockets and the Texans, So you can still go see.
Believe it or not, there's actually a good amount of 49er fans out here.
Hey, we're everywhere. It's like, because we really have a legacy. You don't see Hawks fans everywhere in Houston, though, do you?
No, not at all, nowhere.
See, this is what Hawks fans don't understand, Jose. They don't understand. When you establish a team as one of the greatest of all time, it doesn't matter how many years it's been since the last time you won a trophy. You have established yourself in NFL folklore. You are who you are. Nobody can take that away from you. The Hawks have one lone trophy, and now they're talking about they have a dynasty. I can't believe it. No. This is how small their minds are. Collectively, that's small. That is comical.
That's it.
And Chiefs fans don't say anything. You got one trophy in 50 years of football.
Man, I would have been out at the game tomorrow. I'm like 7 hours away, I want to say, from New Orleans. But man, I don't. Not this year.
You might as well. Wait till we got a better. Yeah, Jose, you want to bring up a score? You just want to say the 49ers are going to win or lose?
Man, all right. Let me see. I guess I'll go with 34-17.
All right. Who you got?
Saints.
No point in lying
Hopefully
about it.
We can pull it out, though. If we can pull it out, I see a 28-24.
That's an 18. Wait. What's that last score you given? 28-24? What's that for?
Yeah, if we pull it out.
If we win it? Okay.
If we pull it out.
So Jose gets 2 scores, 28-24, 28-14, 24, I'm sorry. 49ers, should we win? All right. All right, Jose, there you go. You covered yourself up. But a lot you can do. Hey, fam, by the way, you can do that with the little time we probably have left. You can do that. I forgot about that. All right. All right, Jose, I'll see you later, man. You have a great night.
You too. Take care.
Thanks, fam. Yeah. Hey. Oh. Ellis. Ellis.
I'm busy.
Okay, you ready? You want me to come back?
How much longer we got? I'm just eating with the family right now, but I mean, if we ain't got that much time, we can wrap it up real quick.
Well, I tell you what. There's 2 more people hanging on the line, and including you. So after those 2, if you're ready, we'll go. How about that? Because I don't want don't choke the food down, and don't let it get cold. All right, back in a couple.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, fam.
All
And
right.
we go.
All right.
All right. Well, Oh, it's a big show. It's a big show on the hey show. Come on in, man. 41-28.
That is not a typo. Everyone relax. I mean, we got to be realistic and we got to be realistic and objective, Ronbo. We don't have all of our pieces.
I know, but why
we
did
have
you
no.
say,
We're. This is a.
That's not competitive.
This is not our year.
I know, but
I mean,
you start out by saying we'll be competitive. That's not competitive. Oh, maybe 28 points. You mean? Oh, well, I guess I could look at it that way. Okay.
That's competitive, especially for Nick Mullins. I mean, because we don't know what Nick Mullins we're going to be getting every week. you know what I mean? Like, one week Nick is good, and the next week Nick is like, where did that person go? You know?
No. Kyle's got to talk to him. If Nick comes back after he makes a mistake, if I'm Kyle, I was like, look, Nick, are you okay? You okay? Listen, nobody's mad at you. All right? Just shake it off, and I want you to get out there next time. I think we got a plan. Don't lose it. Don't lose it on me. Yeah.
When we had Nick Mullins in with the Raiders game, he looked like Brett Favre, and then next week he looked like Brian Hoyer.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
So being a quarterback in the NFL is a tough thing. I mean, look at Brady last week against this same team. Did that look like the GOAT?
No,
I mean,
not at all.
I mean, Brady was just, it looked like two guys were holding him while Breeze was just beating him in the midsection, just one punch after another. My God, that was a beating.
Yeah. And I've been hearing a lot about Jimmy Garoppolo lately, Ronbo, and I am up in the air about it, up on the fence, like I've said. There's only three names I really listen to when it comes to like the media, as far as their opinions go on our team, and that's Peter King, Matt Miyoko, and Chris Sims. Well, Chris Sims especially because he's Kyle Shanahan's best friend, and he pretty much has his ear and his mouth. And if Chris Sims believes that Jimmy Garoppolo's era is done in San Francisco after this year, then I think that's something to all of us should be worried about, concerned about. Jimmy Garoppolo is a great player. Don't get me wrong; he's a good player. He's a good quarterback, but his durability issues are a huge concern, Ronbo.
I can't argue that.
We're paying him. We're paying him $27 million a year, and even John Lynch went on KNBR and said he's not playing up to his expectations.
But
and that's another red flag right there. When he was asked,
he says Jimmy's not playing up to his own standards.
I know. Yeah, and he was asked about Adam Peters being at the BYU game, potentially scouting Zach Wilson.
Emergencies.
That has every fan has a right to be concerned and express their opinions and express their frustrations on Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like, especially if he hasn't been playing up to his expectations and he can't stay healthy.
But John also said the reason why is people should give Jimmy a break. If anybody who's ever had a high ankle sprain will be able to speak better on it. I don't think it's right to complain about a guy with a high ankle sprain that comes out and plays. He tries. He fails. He tried. Now, he could have sat back and says, oh, God, I can't play. But he didn't. And he went out there and did the best he could. And he gets no appreciation. He gets nothing but flames. And I just don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I understand that you shouldn't be knocking a player about that, but that's not what we're knocking him on, though, Ronbo. It's Kyle Shanahan, and he's not fully using his playbook like he wants to, like he did in Atlanta with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones and everybody went back up that cast.
There's no Taylor Gabriel. Yep. There's just not the weaponry to have that same game.
Steve Young even pointed that out. Like Kyle Shanahan is not using his playbook like he wants to. He limits his playbook because he schemes it open for Jimmy Garoppolo's and his abilities that he can and can't do. You know what I mean?
Know better. If you haven't got the guys that can handle that, people think it's all Kyle's thinking only Jimmy. He's thinking my whole unit. Jimmy doesn't have the weaponry to throw to. He even said it today in his presser. He says, if you can't beat a guy on a go right, the defense is going to know it. We don't have anybody. All these deep threats that everybody's talking about, who is it?
Yeah. But bottom line is, my overall point about Jimmy is I think he has 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door.
Well,
and if I were to put money on it, if I were to put money on it, I think it's pretty much from what he's been saying. It's pretty. The writing's on the wall.
Every time you do this, you lose.
Oh, come on.
You do, Show. You said there'd be no Nick, and I told you there would be. And I'm telling you right now, Jimmy's back next year. Maybe they bring in a quarterback, but he'll be groomed.
That was one instance where I was wrong, Jimmy. Or I'm sorry, the Nick. And then the draft is a crapshoot anyways. You don't even know. You never know who you're going to get in that draft. You know what I mean? So you can't hold me to that. Yeah. It's like hard to predict. So
okay, so they're gonna this deal that somebody just mentioned about going to Minnesota for Kirk Cousins. You think that's on now? Because the Vikings will take that in a heartbeat. Kirk Cousins sucks. He's not going to.
If we were to trade Jimmy Garoppolo, I think we would give him to either Chicago or New England.
We give it to
Chicago is his hometown.
Whoa! Give it to Chicago for who? What?
That's a second-round pick or a third-round pick or something like that of that caliber, and then I don't know, honestly.
Sure, I got to tell you,
Chicago's his hometown. So
the funny thing about it is, Foles and Trubisky are both bad. I don't know what happened to Foles.
Oh, yeah.
They would take that deal. They would take it in a heartbeat. Yeah. I wouldn't blame them. Jimmy's got dynamic. He's got that it factor when he's healthy.
That's where his parents are. So I mean,
and then there's that.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his foot in and his foot out. So I don't know what's going to happen. But from what I'm seeing and reading, the writing's pretty much on the wall.
So I'm telling you right now, the writing's out on the wall. Get used to the fact that 49ers built this team with and around Jimmy. He just needs to get his weapons back.
But like I said and mentioned before, his durability issues are a huge concern.
That's bothering me too. But I think
you got to throw that in there too.
Yeah, well, that's true. But Carson Wentz gets hurt every year too, though.
Paying him 27. Yeah, you're paying him $27 million a year, and what are you going to keep questioning? Is he going to stay healthy this year or what? Like, you can't keep doing that every year, you know?
But you can't go on that, though, because any quarterback can get hurt. If I'm going to run the risk about getting
I
quarterback
understand that. I understand that.
Then what if he does? And I just traded one guy getting hurt for another? It's got to be other than that. You can't go with just on that. I can't see that. You got to have better than that. Otherwise,
all right. Well,
it's a risk. But Joe, I understand your point.
Y'all take care. Have a great night. But if we pull it out, I would say 27-24.
27-24
if we do pull it out.
That's 27-24. Yeah. Show's going by my number, 27-24 now. Okay, so we got your both.
All right.
You got your losing score and your winning score. All right. All right, fam.
If we get blown out, it's 41-28.
21-28.
All right, take care. Y'all have a
night. Okay.
No. If we do get blown out, it's 41-28.
Oh yeah, we got that one. Yeah.
24.
We recorded that one already.
So.
Okay.
All right, y'all take care. Have a good night,
fam. Okay. Another bounce back. Thanks for the contribution, Joe Burrow. Joe's pretty good. Tua, Justin Herbert. Last year's draft. Yeah. You consider them elite already? And while we're stuck with Jittery G, he can't throw more than 5 yards. See, these are the things. He can't throw more than 5 yards. See, this is what I'm saying. If you're going to take shots at Jimmy, at least make him up. Come on, be honest. 5 yards. Oh, see, the hate for Jimmy, it runs to the bone deep. He probably wears dresses, too, during the game, right? You guys are cold. Hey, Santana!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Oh, Santana, man, I'm looking at this game, man. I don't want to believe what may be the case. I mean, the Saints look grisly right now, brah. You gotta go in there.
You're looking good, right?
Yeah, real good. But, we play better on the road than we do at home. Maybe, a miracle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ronbo, the only person we're missing in offense is what's his name? Debo's coming back, right?
No, not tomorrow.
No. Oh, okay.
No.
So Ayuk and Richie James, right?
Yeah. Trent
and
Taylor,
then Raheem
and no Mostert. And
no
also,
Mostert either.
No Mostert. No.
Oh, Ronbo.
Richie James.
Oh, Ronbo.
Richie James. I got high hopes in Richie tomorrow. Game
Man.
changer.
It's good, Ronbo. It's going to be tough. I mean, if you remember last year, our defense was really, really good, and we had a shootout with them. So this time our defense is not even as good as like last year, right? Not even half as good as last year.
I mean,
and their defense is high powered. So I don't know, Ronbo. It's going to look tough though for sure, but I mean,
just don't want to. If they start 3-and-out, if they get us 3-and-out, like for the whole first quarter, it's going to be. We're going to be meat.
Oh yeah, I mean, we need to establish the run, Ronbo. We need to do what Kyle does with Jimmy G. You know, run the ball and have Nick Mullins. So
who is going to run the ball?
I mean, McKinnon's there. I mean, he did good last game. You know, so hopefully they coached him up and tell him like, yo, every time you see a hole, just run through it. Do not like dance around in the back and you know, just hit the hole and run.
But you know how you talk about Jimmy right now like everybody else does? Do you know how many yards Jimmy passed for last year against the Saints? See, that's what I'm saying, man. People forget, man. Jimmy was lighting them up. And
I mean,
and even those trick plays.
Ronbo. Don't get me wrong, Ronbo. I love Jimmy, man. I want him to be in the team, you know. But and I think he's a baller when he's healthy. But the thing is, man, like can he stay healthy? That's my big question.
That is going to be a bad thing.
That's the only concern I have with him, dude. Because let's say we take him in next season and he gets injured for whatever reason it is. Like again, you know, we have to go through something again. So I mean, he's only played literally one healthy year in his whole entire football career. You know, he would get injured in New England. You know, and so I mean that's it. But Ronbo, he's a baller when he's healthy. I believe when he's healthy, completely healthy, he can play and he can win. You know, there's no doubt about it.
True. You know, he really stays healthy though. It's amazing though. Kirk Cousins never gets hurt. I do. That is pretty funny. And he's a stationary, never run. Promise you, not going to run quarterback, and he never gets hurt.
But he's how do I say? Kirk Cousins is like a safe, play by the rule, play by the system player. You know, he likes to play like just, you know, like he doesn't. How do I say this? You know, if the play's not there, he's not gonna make the extra. He's not gonna extend the play or make an extra. You know, like throw it down the field to make it happen. But I'd rather have Jimmy though. If that's the case, man, I'd rather just stick with Jimmy instead of Kirk Cousins. To be honest, you know.
You know, what's crazy about getting it healthy. You know, no quarterback is promised to stay healthy, though. That's the bad thing.
Man, I mean, that is true, but I mean, from what I've seen from Jimmy, man, he's only given me out of 3 years, he's only given me one good year. You know, and if you look at his history, like I said, if you look at his history, you know, he's been injured and he already has a torn ACL and then a high sprained ankle, which Ronbo that lingers on. Even if you that can linger on. You know, like it can be more up to a year or so, Ronbo.
Yeah, no.
You know, because I've had ankle sprains and I've had high ankle sprains, and even after 8 weeks or whatever, 2 months, 3 months, you know, you kind of feel it sometimes, you know, but. I mean, sorry, not a year, but like maybe 3 or 4 months. You know, you kind of feel it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But
and as a quarterback, you got to plant that foot. You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really tough as a quarterback. This is why I don't bash him. If I'm gonna bash him on his play. I ain't gonna bash him because of his ankle. Man, come on, nobody can play like that.
No.
But you know, here's the thing. As I say though, you get rid of him and you bring in another guy. Maybe he's okay. It's a 50-50 thing all the time. And then also, now we got to start over the offense. Those are young receivers out there that are just starting.
That's what,
they're not going to light up the league on you yet with a new quarterback.
No, keep going, Ron. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, you know, you already got Jimmy working with these guys. If anybody's going to get in sync sometime soon, it's Jimmy and these guys, not a new guy. He's got to come in. First of all, he's going to struggle with learning Kyle's offense, which is going to make everybody mad. And then he's got to get in sync with Debo and Ayuk and Kendrick and whoever else is on the team. There's another few minutes. We still don't have that elite number one wide receiver. Ayuk might be it, but he's a rookie. So it's going to take a minute, you know?
I mean, from what I've seen from Ayuk from, like, past couple games, man, where he's been open, but Jimmy G's been injured, can't throw the ball down the field, man. He's been open. He's been beating his man, like his coverage, Yeah. And so I think Ayuk is the real deal. It's just that we don't have a quarterback to throw it down the field, Yeah. Jimmy G's just been injured, so he can't do it. But like I saying, that's what I like from, like I said, a guy from ESPN or someone, forgot what show it was, where you said you restructured Jimmy G's contract, right?
Yeah.
You trade. I mean, Sam Darnold is not the best, whatever, but he's wrong. But listen,
I know.
I've
heard the Darnold call. Here, Santana,
but it's like,
I just go back to page 1. He's got to come in and learn Kyle's complicated offense. Santana, I promise you, that's over a year process. Now the window's going to close on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's why you signed Jimmy G, Garoppolo, right? For restructure his contract. Then you trade for Sam Darnold, have him sit behind Jimmy G a year or two, and let him learn the system. And if for whatever reason Jimmy G gets injured in the next two, whatever we sign him for, we have someone that's decent. Exactly. So that's a trade we can make. We can make happen. So
the problem is we ran out of time here. I got to go here shortly. Santana,
Ronbo,
but I hear what you're saying though. I've heard that one. That's the only argument I kind of like, actually. Get somebody in there to sit behind him. I'll go for that. But hey, what do you got for a score?
Ronbo, I mean, I'm always going to go with my 49ers, man. I'm just going to – I don't know, Rambo.
You give 2 scores, Santana. You can give your winning score and your losing score.
I don't want to give a score, man.
Okay.
I just say 49ers win. That's it.
All right.
49ers win, man.
All right.
All right, Rambo. Good talking to you, man.
All right. Have a good night, Santana.
See you later, man. You too, man. See you.
You too. There's not about it. Why you hate to draft a quarterback? Murray saved the cards because Murray came in the first year and he got his butt beat, right? Nobody comes in as a miracle cure in the first year. Even Mahomes played behind Alex Smith, Niner. But I don't want to start over. The thought of that scares me to death. Starting over, believe me, it's going to take time. We don't have time. Hey, 440 Ohio. Silence. Hello? Hello? Okay. We're going to... Alice!
Yeah, Ronbo.
Ellis.
Oh no.
Go ahead, fam. We're just in here going over the. I'm like putting the lighter fluid on the briquettes and getting ready to light it, because tomorrow's game is we go be throwing steaks on there. We're gonna be throwing chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm worried about this game, but I'm trying to make myself believe there is a glimmer of hope. It'll probably get dashed to bits by midway through the first quarter, but in the meantime, I'm pulling for the Niners. We can do this. Ellis, where you at on this? Don't be scare you. Reality's a good thing. I'm just like, I've refused. I'm in denial. God, that's a scary game. Them boys look lit, ready. My God.
Yeah. I mean, I said at the beginning of the season, this is really one of the most pivotal games for me. I was more concerned about,
right.
Them than the Hawks. But after seeing, I think it was a toss-up between them and the Hawks, but realistically, when we see the difference between the two, I feel like
clearly
the Saints are a much better team and a much more of a team to be worried about. And we see why. You know what I mean? I mean, they basically capitalized on everything Tom Brady gave them to them last week, and then the lackluster offensive performance, they were able to not just, they were not just only able to capitalize on the turnovers, but they capitalized on the lack of, committing first downs and just offense as a whole. So that was just one of those kind of games, you know what I mean? But they're still a great team. You know what I mean? They got more weapons than we do. I'm just saying they ready weapons that are starting and playing active weapons than we do.
I agree.
And no, this is going to be. I feel like I'm actually more concerned about the defense than I am the offense. Even though it's kind of neck and neck, I'm still more concerned about the defense than the offense.
Should be. You're right.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens though with Jared Maven. What's Jared Maven? Maiden, not Maven. What the hell?
M-A-Y-D-E-N.
Your boy
gets to
Maiden.
play. Yeah. He'll be on special
Hopefully he gets
teams.
to get in there and get some live reps. That'll be good for him. And Austin Walter, is that what it is? Is that his name?
You mean the tight end?
No, the running back. Our running back.
Our guy, Austin Walter. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he can kind of get some burn too. But I did see him. I know him. He's kind of been around for a while. We keep bringing him onto the team and cutting him and bringing him onto the team and putting him on the reserve and all these things. So,
yeah.
But he may still have some talent. But I'm thinking offensively, man, this is going to be one of the biggest tests for Kyle of the year.
Boy,
this might be the biggest test of the year.
Oh.
We still don't got Heem. We still don't got Bo. We don't got none of our our guys that we got beat. We got Brandon though.
Yeah, okay. Brandon, yeah.
What happened?
No, Heem is not playing.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. So this is going to be the biggest test of the season. But defensively, like I said, it's the biggest question for me. I'm more concerned about that than anything. I feel like we still have an opportunity, man, to catch them slipping. We got to come out swinging. Depending on who gets the ball first, we got to score on the first possession. We can't be BSing. We need Nick to come through and play big and have his biggest game, man, of his NFL career. This is going to tell whether or not he's really ready, because he can, put the team on his back and use these guys and be able to, take some leadership responsibility and accountability and really set the stage. You know what I mean? We can still pull one off, but we would be sneaking the hell out of them by, coming away with a win just because of the differences in their, squad and ours right now due to injuries. But this would be a much more even match if we had all our guys. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
and Sean knows.
Go ahead.
No, Sean.
They're going to take advantage of us. Yeah, man. The Seahawks. I remember listening to Pete Carroll earlier in the year a few weeks ago, and he didn't really say too much about us being a banged up team and missing all that. He was happy to beat us. They thrive. They get such joyful rest, and they get such satisfaction out of beating us. Even if we are banged up, we don't have anybody. It's like you guys didn't even have. It wasn't even really a competition. You know what I mean? Even though we still pulled out 27 points, but that didn't happen until the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how we've been scoring for the first three quarters, the game would have been a lot more tighter, but they were still able to, come up with that win. But yeah, we got to see what we can do, Ronbo. I'm not expecting a win. However, I know that we can still.
I know that's smart.
We can sneak on them with an uppercut. Yeah. I don't want to be on the high horse. I mean, I'm faithful, but shit, I got to be honest too. As we all do.
It's a juggernaut, man. We're going up against a machine. They look so
man. They got that boy Taysom Hill. They got the tight ends. They got E-Man. They got Michael. What's his name?
Thomas. And they got Emmanuel Sanders.
They still got that little guy on the kick return. Remember he was busting our ass last year?
I forgot about him. I don't know his name. All I know is he's good for 30, 40 yards every time he comes back. Good God.
Man.
And we got him.
Yeah, so
and you need a gunner with speed to get his butt. God, he's quick.
Yes.
I'm going to take one to the house.
Defense, man. Defense has to come through. I was watching him use Taysom Hill that last game on the Bucks, and I mean he was running all over him. You know what I mean? He's fearless. And he's going to have to meet his old teammate. Yeah. He's going to have to meet our boy. His boy from BYU. Yeah. Good old Freddie. Freddie's going to come in and put some licks on him too. So we'll see what happens. But we got to definitely get to Breeze. If we can get to Breeze and put some pressure on him. He doesn't work very well under pressure. I was watching some of our old tape and old games and how we used to smash on Drew. Man, Drew would be getting cleaned up. Back in the day with Ahmad Brooks and all of our other guys. That defense, that was a totally different monster. So if we can try to apply some pressure, though, we need Eric Armstead to come through and play for us, fam. We need Eric to come through, man. He's been about a little bit of Where's Waldo for this so far this season, and Javon Kinlaw seems like he's having a little bit more production than him. But I know he doesn't have Nick. He doesn't have Defoe anymore. So it's different, man. This is a real big contest for him.
Ellis, we got to score. I got to roll.
Yeah, fam.
Ellis, good stuff.
Yes, indeed.
Ellis, what do you think? You can give a winner score, a losing score, or no score, whatever your choice is.
I'm not damn that. I'm not giving no losing score.
All right.
Let's go 28, 24 in a nail biter.
Yes. But that would be fun. Talk about I celebrate those harder than I do big wins.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just anything but a blowout. I don't give a damn, man. Let's not let them run us, completely off the field, y'all. We got to sustain. We got to hold it down. Let them know what we're doing.
There you go. All right.
What we're here for.
That's right.
Okay, family.
Niners. All right. Ellis.
Much love. Yeah, Niner for life, man. Shout out to the Niner faithful, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform, family.
Hey, my pleasure,
I
fam.
appreciate you.
Hey, back
Stay
at
on
you,
top,
fam.
champ.
Hey, see you tomorrow.
Till next time.
Night, Ellis.
Later.
There's Ellis. Ellis, even while he's having dinner. Check it out. We got one more. Okay. Hey, Denise.
Like to be told things like, I love you. Eat with me.
Denise, I was enjoying your domestic conversation in there. Somebody likes to hear things like "I love you." Denise, whoever that is talking, say everybody loves that.
we're having. I'm sorry, Ronbo. My daughter is having a man debate, so we're talking men. I'm older and experienced, so I'm letting her know what's up.
Yes, that's and tell her this is what Jimmy G. All he asks is somebody say I love you. Everybody's telling Jimmy, you suck, Jimmy. We hate you. We're trading you for Sam Darnold. That's how bad we hate you.
Oh God, you know what?
Oh God, that is nasty hate.
Let me be very clear. Denise Granger is not on the Sam Darnold train. If it's between Jimmy and Sam, I want Jimmy. Sorry.
I know Sam. What has he done to impress people? His name comes up all the time. Oh God.
I know. Even Colin Cowherd, who's usually on our side, was like, "Oh, I think Kyle Shanahan could do amazing shit with Sam Darnold." I'm like, no offense there, homie. I usually like you, but you and I are on different planets right now because I don't want, I'm telling you, if they go get Sam Darnold or they trade from some old-ass vet, I'm going to be pissed off.
I know, And the thing is, if you're going to get somebody, you maybe bring Darnold in if you have to, but you know what? Don't get rid of Jimmy. He sits behind Jimmy and he learns. Denise, anybody we get, sit behind Jimmy. If he goes down, you come in, but you need to learn some things first. Putting a guy out there in Shanahan's offense where he's got to get used to our receivers, which in itself is a task, and get things down. Because contrary to popular belief, it takes time for both the quarterback and the receiver in Shanahan's system to get it rolling. And we get new bodies every year.
I agree with all that. But I'm here to tell everybody I will be shocked if Jimmy is still a 49er. And you know what? God love John Lynch. Boy, I was laughing my ass off. Everybody was like, oh, John Lynch said Jimmy G's our quarterback. I'm like, what the hell do you expect that man to say? I'm like, I was laughing. I'm like, I even put on Twitter with big lips. I'm like, honey, that's called lip service. Yeah. That's what that's called, media lip service.
And
I'm like, do you honestly think that John Lynch is going to come out and be like, yeah, that Jimmy G guy, he sucks. We're not having it.
And you got to drive the value up. If you really do plan on making a move like that, you got to drive the value up. Make it seem like, no, we really like this guy.
Of course.
Yeah. We did that to Dante, too.
Of course. Well, it didn't work for us. That bastard did nothing for us. And I swear to God, if he goes and shows out in New York in the Giants, we need to put a hit out on him. I swear to God.
You know what? He doesn't fit the program anymore. We're looking for tough guys now. We like yards after. You got to be a yak master. And Dante is on the opposite end of that spectrum. Dante is not interested in getting slammed to the turf or trying to beat through people.
Yeah.
He's not that way.
Dante's soft. He's soft. He's like Cottonelle soft. Boy soft.
Yeah, he really is. He's not interested in hurting anybody.
Yeah,
he's trying to stop from getting hurt.
And you know what? I agree with. Here's my thing. And the other thing, I'll be pissed off at Kyle Shanahan, and boy, I feel bad for both of them, because if they do this, I'm gonna be on their Twitter feeds day and night. They're gonna be like, God dang, who's this Denise Granger bitch? She needs to leave me alone.
Well, what do you have in mind?
No, my thing is I'm gonna be pissed at Kyle and John if they I agree with the whole draft a quarterback, but draft a first-round quarterback. Do not wait until the 6th round and draft your quarterback. Because if that shit happens, I'm going to be calling for some heads, because that's going to piss me off.
It might be a second or third round at highest. I could see, they're not going to go first round with a quarterback. That's probably the truth.
But they should, because, okay, let's think about this. Let hear me out, Ronbo. Let's think about this.
Right.
If you don't go, okay, so we've had injuries out the wazoo this year.
Yes.
So we all know that most likely we're going to have a higher draft pick than we would have had our team been healthy, Jimmy included. Jimmy took us to a Super Bowl last year. So if he was healthy, even if we didn't make it to the Super Bowl, I mean, let's be honest, with Jimmy and our full team, we would have at least made it into the playoffs. We all know that.
Yep.
He did it last year. So my point is, take advantage of the injury. My point is, take advantage of the, yes. Like that, I'm not saying lose out. Do I think we're going to win tomorrow? Hell no, I don't think we're going to win. But I'm hoping that we keep it respectable. Don't get blown out. Don't do Tampa Bay. Score more than 3 points. I'm hoping it's going to be 34-28 Saints.
That's respectable.
You know what I mean?
And then you could say things like, "We did better than Tampa Bay." Yeah, I want to be able to say
baby.
that.
We did better than Tampa Bay.
Denise, I'm going to get your score here because we got to go here. What are you looking at? Are you looking at? You can give 2 scores: a winning score, a losing score, or just avoid it. Oh, Denise already gave us 34-28. As you just said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
they're rolling that stuff past me. I didn't know what's going on.
That's my Saints score.
Okay.
If the 49ers are able to pull it out, I'm saying 28-17 if we win.
Okay. All right. 28-17 if we win. And that means we control the ball and kept the Saints off the field. That's the best chance we got is to move the ball slowly.
Yep.
Oh. And we move the ball slowly, and then, of course, we see what we can do. All right, Denise, I'm going to go, and I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully you're right on that 49er score. Okay?
Yeah, I like I said, if we control the ball and we don't do any turnovers, I think we have a shot. I really do.
And you should. We're going to see. All right, Denise. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Talk to you later, Rumble. You have a great night.
Looking forward. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. And there's not about Jim should start. Nick doesn't deserve this murder. Jim Garoppolo, he can't play Niner-Bot. That's the whole problem. But anyway, thank you for the contribution. Carlos!
Hello?
Carlos! Come on in, man.
What's up, Ronbo?
Hey. I'm wishing we didn't have to play if we could play anybody but the Saints tomorrow. Whew, man, Carlos, we need to win this game.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh man, that's what I was thinking earlier. The last week, after they got through beating Tampa Bay. Oh man, look at the Saints, man. They look vicious, nasty, and here we are, half the team missing. We got to play these guys. Oh, bad timing. But Carlos, you say a bloodbath. How bad is it going to be?
No, just kidding. No, it's gonna be. I think it might be close. We might. Hopefully, we stay in the game. Like everyone's saying, we don't get blown out.
Oh.
Hopefully, but I mean, it can't. I mean, let's not get all too emotional. But it can happen. It might happen. But we might put more points though. Hopefully.
Yes.
Like I say, at least 16 points or 17.
No, you gotta give me 17. Yeah, 17. I just want to be able to say, okay, look, we did better than Tampa Bay, so don't knock us. We got all our guys missing too. Tom had all his guys. Ooh, that's scary thought.
I mean, who we got so far? We got like, Ayuk and Richie James and
You got Trent Taylor, who's
Juice.
been quiet all year. You got Juice.
And we got Dwelly.
Yeah, you got Dwelly.
We got to utilize more.
Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah.
And
We got to utilize more Richie
Michael
James.
Hasty. Yeah.
And Hasty too. I mean, is he gonna play?
Yeah.
Hasty.
Yeah, he's gonna play.
And we got actually that dude needs to just like Hasty needs to just wake up.
Hold on to the
get
ball.
It going.
Also, he's worried about holding on the ball. Now it's going to ruin it. It's going to wreck his game. You know, we still have Jordan Matthews. He's not on the out list or anything like that. So he should be playing. Jordan Matthews.
Jordan Matthews.
Jordan Matthews. What's Jordan's? I'm just getting too out here. Jordan, our new guy, our new tight end.
Okay.
Also, Jordan blank. Anyway, Jordan's playing.
It's Jordan. It's not Jordan Reed, right? It's a different guy.
No. Jordan Reed is what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, Jordan Reed. Reed's playing.
You're talking about Jordan Reed.
Yes. Yeah, he's not.
Oh, okay, you got me mixed up. Like, what the hell?
No, I got me mixed up. Jordan didn't play he played last week, but he played sparingly, right? So he's still available. I don't know if Kyle's probably going to use him because Kyle's going to want to save him for the Rams game. He seems to be saving everybody for the Rams game. It sounds like Kyle says, okay, there's no reason to lose the wrong guys against the Saints. So let me just get a team out there. We'll let Jordan play a little bit, but nothing serious. So
hopefully they use Juice more.
Yeah. And
like, I mean, they should use them more like as like instead of like. You think Juice would work out like what Debo does, like and do Debo and Ayuk? You know, they do like that one play they do.
They got plays for Juice anyway. Just dial some of them up. I don't know.
For real.
Yeah.
Why Kyle? I don't know why Kyle doesn't like just mix it up. Like Kyle, sometimes Kyle just gets me a little like frustrated sometimes. Like you just gotta. Man, it's just weird. I mean, sometimes he does some plays really good, and it's just he ain't gonna be the greatest coach ever. But I mean, no one's perfect.
The way Kyle thinks, everything he does is a setup for the next thing. Everything's a setup. So if something goes wrong during the course of what he's trying to do, all of a sudden his whole offensive look looks like it's treadmilling or running in the mud.
Right.
So if one thing works, then he goes to the next thing. He keeps taking advantage of weaknesses on a defense. And sometimes a team has no weaknesses. That's when you see Kyle start to struggle. I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully the defense shows up too. We got the Dreadman. The Dreadman.
I know, man. We need a frontline rush though. And we're having a lot of problem with that.
Yeah, it's a little scary, man. And Kinlaw hasn't even got a sack yet, has he?
No.
This year?
No, and Eric's only got one.
Hasn't.
Yeah. So, those guys need pressure from the outside in order to eat. I can see that right now. If Nick and D Ford are there, I'm sure Eric would probably be doing the same as he was last year. And Kinlaw would have at least 2 or 3. I got a feeling. But, man, right now, we got no outside rush. Man, they can just focus all their efforts to keeping guys like Kinlaw and Eric. They can just keep them busy.
For real, man, Kinlaw needs to show up already. I think we're already halfway through the season, and he still hasn't gotten a sack.
We'll see what he looks like. He's trying to learn. But hey, Carlos, you got to score because we got to roll. I'm gonna get out of here and see you tomorrow. What do you think?
All right, Ronbo. Well, tomorrow, let me just get a Patrick Mahomes impression.
Oh, well, we can always do that because I can predict right now the 49ers are probably going to lose this game, mainly because I'm a Kansas City Chief guy. But, you guys probably got no chance. I'll just tell you that right now. Hey, by the way, 49ers, we're going to miss you this year in the Super Bowl.
All right, Ronbo, thanks. All right. I don't know. Just hopefully the Niners just pull off a win and maybe by a field goal like last year.
Yeah. That's what I'm
I
thinking.
say like
27-24, I win.
Yeah, I say 20-23.
All right. You drop it down, no problem with that. I'm just worried about how many points they're going to score.
But
All
I
right.
doubt it. It might be like freaking 45 to
I know.
17.
Don't know. Don't say it.
All right, Ronbo.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for taking my call, and I shout out to everyone.
My pleasure,
Good
fam. All right, night. Hey, Jashawn Page, thanks, Jashawn. He says, what's up? How about the refs might will this game for the Saints? But you know, the refs don't need to. They can just let them play and we'll be in trouble. You know? But Jashawn, you bring up something. Maybe they cheat against the Saints for a change and allow us to do it. Wouldn't that be funny? Just to make, because you know, honestly, the league has to be upset if Tom Brady doesn't win the AFC South. Seriously, you think I'm kidding? I think the league does. This is a perfect Cinderella story for 2020, which is the whole year has been a bad year for the U.S. What am I saying? For the whole world. So, you know, some joy would have Tom Brady again leaving the Saints, leaving the Patriots, going to the Saints, and dealing with guys like Drew Brees. Of course, that's over now because Brees beat him to death both times. Justin, I'm sorry. Thanks for calling you, Justin, because I'm heading out. That's why the system shut down on you. Justin, get in early after the game tomorrow, and we'll talk. All right, fam, I got to roll. All right, hit that like, fam. Even though you know I like Jimmy, don't hate me. I'll see you tomorrow. In your face, at your place. Niners! Go win this game.